Sorry, check lang YouTube. It's Moto enter.
And we are back dire karon sa ato ang duwa. Hopefully maka-recover na ta dire no as Betlog kay mo trying to recover as well no. Kada padung pa siya makuha sa iyang nga ganim scepter. Seriously, look at this guy. Mao ning di kay kung ganahan og flame alchemist sa katinuod lang kay sometimes you get screwed in the lane and you do not even have the chance to do much and usahay kay dili pa jud ka ang mahimong priority sa pag-stack. Ay nako. So right now no, ang alchemist walay threads, walay nothing whatsoever as this bristleback ay siyang pinakahayahay nga recipient karon sa ancient stacks. Okay, I guess dili sa siya maybe ang gyrocopter ang ilang atagan diri karon, only 2 points in flat cannon though, so only has 3 attacks to spare. They will I know for a fact nga makuha sila sa sa stacks soon, pero I just don't know who it's going to be given to. As right now the charge mid lane, they want to make something happen pero nakita na si Osiris diri sa creeps. And the charge still not being stopped here, although pado na si Emo, blinking, gikan kang Kato, nice Inkswell here, so nindot nga play, Inkswell as well as the initiation here, pero Emo with the disables onto the puck, they want to be able to turn it around. Do they actually have the disables for it though? So Cyrus gonna be taken out, finger immediately onto Kato, is he gonna be able to get away? No, he won't! As Yabron, your boy Yabron, he's going to get another one, and well, this puck just all of a sudden going to die, and meanwhile, hala, oy wala pa siya naka-ikyas. Pwede raw siya mo jaunt pa dong sa high ground, pero he won't be able to make it. Initiation kay medyo sayop ra kayo, ara pa sila nilayat sa pinakagahi nga tawo sa mapa. And now, Gemini ay wala na yung makapugong nila as they're just going to get this stack. Lami, nice. Sana all. Grabe. As Yabron finally gonna grab the Aghanim Scepter. I guess ni payoff na dyan ang sakripisyo dito sa Alchemist no as 13-minute ags para sa Gyro. Already has the Yasha available too, so I guess no kung wala pa si kanang Marag Aghanims no his farm would be kind of considered mediocre, pero right now I guess he can join the fights whenever he feels like it. Kaya dako nang kasi ang damage output with the Aghanim Scepter. Pwede na, it's like a hybrid no between a fighting and a farming item, as right now they're going to chase onto the Night Stalker pero wala pa kayo sila back up. Snow though, kay, since level 5 pa siya, kay dili lang sa sila commit. They don't even have the Dark Ascension for this, so they cannot grab anybody just yet as mid lane, ipush siya na dali pag-ayo sa BB. With the help of the Bloodlust, there's no way they don't get that tower as they collapse. There is the top lane. 4 heroes being committed for this. Inkswell gonna come through as well as the Stroke of Fate. They have the slows. They have nighttime available. And now Emo trying to rotate, trying to save his carry. Can they get the stun up? How many will he hit with the Earth Spike? He will land it onto 2 as Puck jumping on the back lines. But 3 heroes going to die. Amazing setup. Pagkakalinga sa bait ani. This Lion just able to land the stuns. Na po ang Ogre nga pwede na siya mo stun sa kaning Spirit Breaker, just allowing for the 3-man call down with the turnaround. They do end up bringing down the Gyrocopter, pero still only the Puck surviving. However, Betlog there is sa bottom lane trying to juke his way into the tree lines. Another outplay here as Gemini just getting away with these plays. They can walk so far forward on this Gyrocopter and still they won't be punished for it, as this guy has just such a massive HP pool diri karon. However, dili jud sila magpapildi, dili sila makaduwat nga napildi jud sila ato, that they're at a disadvantage. And now Niao going to die. However, Yabron, he has backup available in a second as Betlog gonna come through with the concoction. They have the vision though, so kibaw sila nga, kinahanglan na sila mo back. Snow though might be a little bit late to get the message as Yabron finally going to get gone on here by XRS, and indeed he will try to come in for cleanup. Kato as well is in the area as another TP gonna come through gikan sa Lion. Betlog getting very low, pero dili lang sa sila mo commit onto that guy since lam na kay siya sa iyang tier 1. And speaking of tier 1s, this Night Stalker gonna get very low here. Naar sige drums pero maura in town na ang iyahang item diri karon. Gyrocopter dying once again, pero I guess it's worth it sa para nila, no? May na lang, nakakakuha na sila og kill jud sa position 1. As Weaver going to try and clear an ancient stack of his own. It's kind of slow though. Okay, Maelstrom rang na niya. I mean, if you could implement... oh no, XCIV, don't let this man steal your stacks. He's just coming inside the house, and now he wants to be able to take everything from it. And now they're kind of mad. The Dream Coil gonna be used, but it's only going to land onto him. Does he have enough regen to be able to survive here? And indeed, he's being kept alive currently as XCIV turns it around onto the three of them. Hola, oy. Giyapakapakan rang yahang luyo, and now with the acid spray they're able to turn it around. They give him assistance, and well, what do you know, this bristleback is he's just coming in to steal your lives, steal your stacks, steal your wives, and maybe even grab this game as 7-11 ang ato ang kill score dire karon. 2k gold lead para sa Gemini, but my god, you're not able to put this alchemist lineup away. That'll mean that you're just in a world of trouble right now, as this bristleback already nasi Eternal Shroud just got so much spell life steal here with the quills. Maudi, he's so tanky. That's no wonder he's so tanky with the quills that he has. And indeed, he will be able to survive karon. He's just so hard. He's just so tough. Si Bitlog sad kay finally nana siya medallion. I guess din na sa siya mo build yung mga extra agonims, no, as he cannot afford to do it, as Emo with the blink in onto that grim stroke, and he is going to die once more. Gyrocopter, pero na siya makakuha sa iyang Sanjin Yasha dre. I guess he doesn't even need any farming items whatsoever, as the 5-man gonna come through here. Gikan sa Gemini, they want to be able to take this tier 2, and indeed they will, as XCIV leading the way diri karon. He just doesn't care at all about anything that Private has to offer. This BB, my god. 2k gold lead, but it certainly seems as if Gemini is the one getting the most out of these engagements so far. Every time Private tries to go for the Gyrocopter, kay mura sila ka na turn around, no? Imo sakto kaya yung iyang positioning para ato. And now he's already got the blink dagger up and available. Murag 17 minutes man siguro na niya nakuha, no, which is pretty decent timing para sa Lion. Already has 2 stacks sa finger and 0 deaths. Mao siguro ang naka-farm ni siya pag-ayo jud. And right now, padung na pud siya makakuha sa iyang Aether Lens this time around. So, mosamot pa dyan ni God. Ako ang iyang cast range. Mas mosamot og kanindot ang iyang positioning. And it's gonna be harder and harder for them to actually deal with the Lion, since the only person nga makagaranteed og initiate sa Private, no, is just the Puck. The Spirit Breaker is just way too under level to even attempt anything. Whew, so, pause na sa siya kadot. Weaver, padung na siya mag-BKB karon. Nanapot siya Sanj as well as the Falcon Blade, pero kalma lang sa siya. Dili sa niya tiwaso ng kaning ang kaning SNY niya right now, since kibaw man siya nga kinahanglan pa siya BKB. They cannot afford to fight this without any BKBs whatsoever, and they're gonna need it on Weaver the most. Like this Night Stalker, even he is trying to go for the BKB. Doesn't feel like he has any core items whatsoever besides maybe the drums. And even then, it might not be enough, as Gemini just completely running over Private right now. Night Stalker with the bagel. Okay, that's pretty decent. Finally, he can actually initiate in as well. Pwede na siya magsugod. Pwede na siya magsugod sa mga team fights diri karon. Pwede na nga siyan lay mo jump in dire, mo initiate sa mga fights aron makakitag nindot nga angle nga ika-dream coil ang kaning puck. But right now, who the hell are they supposed to target? I mean, this bristleback is too tanky. This gyrocopter might just be a bait. I mean, like even now, bahala ka Chihiro na siya. He's got like 27 armor and 2200 HP. Especially with the Sanjin Yasha kay mas mosamot pa jud ni kalasod ang ilahang pagsuway og patay aning gyrocopter. And if you want to go on the Alchemist side kay he's got only a small HP pool pero he's got the regen, and like if you go on any of the cores that are on the side of Gemini kay lisod kayo because there's just this lion who's waiting in the back lines with the blink dagger of his aron maka-counter initiate. Like the only person nga walay disabled of some sort on the side of Gemini kay ang kanira intang bristleback. And even then he knows nga dili niya trabaho ang pag counter initiate to try and disable somebody. No, he's the frontliner. He's the one who's going balls to the walls, and even now he's just doing it. As right now the stun gonna come through on the Spirit Breaker pero gamay ra kayong ang duration kay tungod sa status resist. But still forcing the ulti gikan sa Night Stalker. They know now nga dili ni sila pwede mahimong careless dire karon as Betlog pareho na siya mahotdan og chemical rage. They'll just chill for now and farm the triangle. Meanwhile, on the side of Private sad kay wala sa kaya sila na farm dire karon. I mean, XRS is going to go to the bottom lane pero he doesn't have TP. He just needs to be able to stay like around this area or at least close to it. Like dire kay otherwise wa kasi mabuhat. Non sa tong anong dagan lagi tong linya lagi ta heck. Oh. Lain na to eh. Seriously? Sabi ko sarang ng kalinya pero sige na lang. Yeah. Mo lagi to no. Gemini. Nindot kasi sila nakadagin disengage ato at the very end. Nigamit raw Dark Ascension ng Night Stalker and immediately they just get the hell out. Dili lang sa sila mo sokol kay di man sila kinahanglan sad mo mo pugos samtang pwede ra kayo sila mo back. I mean their heroes are like really tanky, and I don't think like Private wants to be just diving into this head first. Otherwise mga buak ng ilang mga ulo. As Betlog, arres na ni Roshanadis. Already with the Solar Crest as well as the Acid Spray. XCIV gonna grab the Aegis. The tankiest mofo on the side of Gemini. Just going to grab the second life. Aron makaliso nig samot ang Private. Like, let's say no, in a miracle scenario nga makapatay sila sa upat nga naa sa side sa sa side sa Gemini. Like even then, maglisod jud mo patay aning Bristleback who has the 20% spell life steal sa iyahang quills as well as the heart. This guy has got 3.4k HP. Doesn't really care all that much about the armor since nara may Solar Crest nga pwede ikahatag ng Alchemist. And right now, XCIV just whacking away at the towers. And Private, I'm not even sure if they can do anything here. Like at this point. Lisod na kayo. I mean, this Night Stalker only level 11. Private under-leveled, under-farmed. And right now, they might be running out of options as this Bristleback frontlining still continues to tank through everything. It's almost as if he doesn't care. Karing Alke, pwede pa siya makuha pwede pa siya makuha Berserk Potion niya. Aron additional pa jud nga regen og purge para sa mga slows og sa silence. Right now though, it doesn't even seem necessary as XCIV just standing tall in the middle of it all. Bahalag silences para siya kadaghan. He still has a lot of backup as the A-Blade gonna come through. Coil only going to land onto the gyrocopter. He has the BKB available though, and indeed he is gonna be able to use it as he tries to turn around. They already bring down Osiris. Snow also getting very low here, but the bashes, gikan kang Snow, they will be able to bring the gyrocopter down. That's the first, that's the first kill. No, wait, they've already gotten 3 here as Bitlog channeling the stun here. Kato, okay. Going to try and silence this VB who's still extremely tanky. They made the right decision to try and go for the back lines as Bitlog, his TP is gonna get cancelled immediately with the stun. Gikan kang di mabawg. And, well, Bristleback all alone. This is the scenario that I've talked about. The miracle scenario na mapatay nila ang upat, but even then, he's just so tanky. And like, 4 heroes para sa Arax, like, at this point in the game, it's most likely going to be worth it here para sa Gemini. I think they're happy with that. Like, nagamit og BKB ning gyrocopter. Namatay si End variant. Pero, like, what the hell is this Weaver going to do to the Bristleback? Like, eventually, they're just going to lose all of their towers at this rate. Like, bahalag mga matay pa kaya nilang mga heroes, and they cannot even push into this. As this Weaver being forced to run around in circles, ring around the Rosie. Only a 1k gold lead, pero mo lagi it feels like dili jud mapatay ang dili jud mapatay sa private ang kaning mga tao sa Gemini. I mean, yeah, they got 4 kills dito, pero this Bristle still mao'y pinakadagko nga problema para nila karon. You know what? I think maybe basing mas nindot siguro nga ihatag nila unta ang karang Aegis sa gyrocopter. Okay, ang BB mura man siya ni siya kang di mamatay. And niya karon ay oktare na sad. Hala oy. Pero na sa pang dispelo. Tapos orb. Niya ang Alkis. Ang LK kay ang pwede sad siya makuha ganang pipe of insight niya. Kato pa yung shard niya nga pwede mo tangtang sa mga silence, katong pwede mo tangtang sa mga vessel. Na jud sila pang counter na. Yeah, late na kayo sa duwa aron makakuha sila vessel. Wala okay, na sila vessel pero how much is it really gonna do against this Bristle? Shadowblade Weaver. Ay. Silver Edge Weaver. This is to go Roy, pero bitaw, they need to be able to bring this Bristle back down as once again, ang puck. Siya na say nakit Andre stuns onto him. However, the first damage, they're gonna be able to turn it around and bring Emo down. That's already 1 dead on the side of Gemini. Coil being used though, and only going to land onto Niao here. And we as the Weaver going to pop the BKB. He wants to be able to man fight here as Lebron versus XRS. He's just desperately trying to deal with the bugs as the time lapse is going to come through. Napakahapoy BKB ang Weaver, and he's going to be able to disengage for now as he will just live. He will survive. Osiris though, I cannot say the same as right now. Snow gonna be the last to die in the skirmish as both supports, I mean like all supports sa ilahang teams, like both of them just dying here. Hala, oy, E-Blade, walay BKB ang gyro. He might need to be careful of the magic damage as the silence gonna come through. He cannot turn around with a rocket barrage. And now, Di Mabawg is completely turning around. He's trying to recover. The stun's gonna come through with the Inkswell, pero Emo with a nice 2-man stun. Hexes out immediately onto the puck. He doesn't have anything to be able to dispel the armor reduction. However, Emo going to die one more time. Paspas Rakayo ang private. However, this Bristleback still standing in the middle of all of it. He has the Lotus Orb up and available in 1 second. Is he gonna be able to survive? Masilence siya kadaghan dre. 7 seconds as this Night Stalker needs to get the hell away as he's getting really low as well with the reflected quills. And my god, this guy is too tanky. Dili mo sila makapush in town. Uy, bahalag pila pa ang ilaha mapatay. Private, wala dyan sila solusyon dre para sa Bristleback nga. Padung na rabat dyan siya makakuhag. Oktarin, musamot pa dyan ni kadako ang iyahang spell lifesteal as well as the cast range no para sa iyahang gu. Hala, uy. Kinahanglan jug damage. Pero kung pasat siya mag-BKB, kinahanglan man sa siya mabuhi. Okay, pwede rin sana, no? I mean, sakto man siya nag-blade kontra sa kontra sa BB, pero ang pangutana kay na maka-slide damage kay how gano Eternal Shroud 20% magic resistance. Pila na may total ani ang magic resist.
40.
Hala oy. Di maday.
Eternal Shroud, the most OP item.
Mol lang 20% spell life steal, 20% magic resist. Gahi.
Diyan niya siya.
Pwede ra sa ikahuman sa iyang okta. Ay, bisag dili sa niya siya, bisag kaya and Sanch na lang. Okay, spell damage man ang quills.
Mapatay man lang backline. First line back, maybe.
Lagi, no? Basta mabuhi lang dyan ang baby kay dili dyan sila makapush as right now. Ilang gihapak ka ng naong pero kaya kayo eh. Igo na siya matalikod. Enya, uy, katulagi kayo ang luyo. Sige, pakaot niya ko pala be. Hala, mo turn around na. Bloodlust sa nagkaraghan. Perti ng paspasan ng bataan na si haste available. Gilabayan si Void karon pero giprotektaan sa iyang Lotus Orb ang pack kay molaban nilang og orb sa iyang kagalingon pero maura gihapon mo-push ra gihapon sila kihatagag daghan kayo nga armor ang kaning BB awar gud niyo 30 armor. Grabe kay magic resistance 45% here with the help of the pipe and now maglupad-lupad na si Batman dire. Ganahan siya makakita sa mga tao nga nasa layo as the Dream Coil gonna come through. Gone immediately onto Niao. And now this Alchemist getting pretty low as well. But the stun onto 2. Excellent gikan kang Emo. Pero mamatay ra gihapon ni siya as he is being chased here currently. Bahala na ng Lion. Ang BB mo'y main nga target ani nila. Can they kill him? Can they bring him down? Finally, this man is the boss as they've taken down the Lion. Pero si Ebron is going to try and turn it around onto the Night Stalker. Maganin na lang na ipang save with the Ethereal, pero still holo, uy walay nangamatay on the side of Private, but this Bristle,
Brain dead.
wow
Brain dead champ. Brain dead hero.
holo, uy grabe hagrid dyan na ning bataa. This guy is too damn tanky. Bahalag maka-vessel pa sa lagkadaghandre. And usan lang ang charge na habilin. Basta masayop lang gamit ka sa iwa na.
Brain dead hero.
Perte yung brain dead niya. Karon si Gyro, hala mao na yung gikaadlokan karon na napod si Titanic. So makasustain pa siya sa iyang kagalingon. Hala oy. Not even going for damage items as it's not even necessary for now. BB padayon ra gihapon siya. Madayon Bisaya, hala.
Siya ganun po.
Ang aganims kay katong AOE nga katong AOE nga first skill.
Ila dito. Talent?
Dili man siya to talent.
Talent pa to level 25 good?
Diba? Ang nahindman man lang ako kay katong katong Warpath. O gano, katong extra nga Warpath damage o katong extra nga damage sa quills.
Talent.
Diba? As right now, ay bahala na ng talent ni XCIV. Got angkir gihapon. Going to reflect the E-Blade pero Soulbind gonna land onto 2. Do they have the follow-up though? Coil, okay. Nice Dream Coil. Going to land onto 4 heroes. Pananapa sila yung mga BKB. This Alchemist, pretty tanky. Wala na si Regen though. So finally, they will be able to get at least one. And now they're gonna be able to go onto the Lion as the BKB being used here by Ebron. He's desperately trying to turn it around as this Grimstroke is already going to die. Spirit Breaker as well in a lot of trouble. Now time-lapse gikan sa Weaver. They are not going to be able to chase since wala na kayo sila lockdown, but still XCIV. Padayon nagihapon siya sa iyang pagkuha sa towers as Gyrocopter being protected here currently by the Lotus Orb. Now Satanic going to be used here as he tries to turn it around onto Mabag, and murag mabag jud siya kanang adlawas. No, the Ethereal Blade is not going to be able to save him as Yebron with the Rocket Barrage just dealing too much damage. XRS desperately trying to get somebody, but they cannot stop these two as they're both now too damn tanky. Ang Gyro ever since nakakuha siya sa Satanic kay liso na kay siya patyon, and with the help of XCIV it feels like they can get Megas, but now the Ethereal Blade going to be used here. Do they have that magic burst? And indeed they do have it as they finally bring down Yebron, and this Bristleback siya na lang main target, siya na lang nahabilin dire. He has the possessed mask, so how much can he really do? He's still surviving through all of this, but finally the damage going to be enough as they only get to keep run racks remaining. They hold finally. So congratulations para nila, but still Usa na lang karaks nang nabilin diri karon. As this BB, hala, oy, Nikki, prosig tier 1 nga item. Hala, oy. Just going completely ham with the lifesteal.
Divine. Divine. Mamatay.
Hala.
Divine lagi ng Libra. Kadami.
Diba? Hindi, di naman sa kasi mamatay ron, no? Since naman sila pang layat sa Lion.
Much better mag-divine ko. Paksit na yun.
Diba?
Wala na ako divine. Ano naman, last
Ay,
pro naman din.
Either ka na or mag silver edge sila kang kang Night Stalker.
Silver Edge Night Stalker plus divine. No, gahitter lang Night Stalker. Bash.
Kinahanglan dyan, nakaibahan na dyan sila nga kinahanglan siya mo transition into a hitter type kay wala man dyan sila kanang kuwang-kuwangan man dyan ang ilang damage karon samtang napay BB pero
8 mil nga Night Stalker plus da ano hitter.
wala kay gamit ang blade mail eh.
Para mutang ang gyro.
Ambot lang, di man kay ko ganahan blade mail kay naram magihapon yung lifesteal ning gyro. O gano ang kanang BB.
Sukad ginerf ang blade mill together with spec wa na mo palit og blade mill.
I mean, naman sa gihapon yung mga tao sa tuking nga mobil dog blade mail.
Blade mill spec.
BB, padong na siya. Hala, oy.
4k HP. Spell ampli. Plus napay spell life still.
30% spell life steal amplification. So, sa pila na may spell life steal ni total.
Pa siya nag-level 25. Kung 25 pa napaksit. 70% spell life still. Pwede na siya mag-octave.
Hala. Ay.
Nag-octave. Bilisan ng octave mo.
Padong na siya magkiras.
Mga ginay kuwang yung sikitas.
Hala, oy. XAV, katangkin na din pag-ayo. Gireflect ang silence, pero nice Dream Coil. Going to land onto 2, pero nabaka sila damage. Ang kaning Ogre Magi, giprotektaan rin sa Glimmer Cape. Wala kayo sila detection rin. As XRS, napugsan siya nga magamit sa iyang time-lapse. Pero karon ang stun, gikan kang emo. Is it gonna be enough? The Alchemist already dying here. And in the backline, so matay pa siya si Meow balik. As oh no, nakakuha na sila og Megas. That was what they were there for. Ang bonus ra kay ang mga heroes as Gyrocopter, 10 seconds before he gets the Satanic up and available. Is he gonna be able to get it off? No, he won't even need it as right now this puck just reflecting the damage karon. Kamay lang kag HP. Finally, he does go down a second time though with the help of the Weaver. And now, ang Bristleback na lang nahabilin diri karon, going to use the Bloodstone to try and sustain himself. Pero ang sakit ni Kayo ang iyahang naong diri karon. Gihapak-hapakan sa Cockroach. Nakuwangan siya Baygon pero wala ay maigo ang Dream Coil lang. BB siyan lang usa. They will have the damage to kill him off. Perhaps finally, well, they will be able to do so. Pero mega na.
Kaya rin.
Mega Sardines na.
Divine na yun. Divine na ka doon.
Ayay.
Soldier.
Divine na dyan ni padong karon. Hala.
Di man siya mamatay na.
Oh.
Yung takay mga talent Weaver. Samtang mo 30.
May nabalaka ko gamay katong pagganihaba katong gi-hex siya sa Lion paggawas niya sa time lapse. Ay. Wala naman si Aegis karon gihatagan na galig chase. Balak.
Ako man to next stopper ang atong mga support sa backline. Ang Gemini yan. Private makadaog gana.
Gamay naman sa kay gold down ning no kaning ay okay 120 day. Taas na day gapon pero taas kay gap time. As this ay naglisod siya tangki sa creep so pati
So, paano galing siya? Ay na, di na mo palit og buyback. Gastro ra gina.
Dili paghihapon ni sila ka-push sa tier 2 do.
Nag-boot sa kanya.
Murag di na siya kanahanglan boots.
Hindi ang mga boots. Buyback. Pila rin ba yung tuwang? 5-4.
Pila ray cooldown na ni.
So, 800 na lang. 6-4. Okay. Naray, tanawa. Mga tawa. Paksit. Kaya ang Weaver. Basta makadibay na. Didelos na. Good item.
So,
Heart. Satanic Weaver. Ilisa niyang Maelstrom. Yan ang siya attack speed sa Sanji o level lang. Plus, Skadi siya. Naray, divine.
Nanay kwarta pero kanahang na siguro sa iya magtigong mag-provide back. Uy, ay.
Tara.
Hala!
TSS.
Walay buyback kay sa ilahay.
3 to 1 garo. 3 to 1 try.
Hala, uy, XRS, mauna ni, Divine Rapier, boys. Mauna ni ang time nga ilang gipangita karon. Gemini, ngita sila ang tubag sa ang private kay nangita sila og pagtubag dire para sa Bristleback. But right now, Divine Rapier already getting picked up here. XRS.
Basta mag Castro na lang na. Plus minute na private.
Nindot ang duwa.
Nindot kayo lang duwa doon. Wala. Makasukol sila ang taktim.
Right now.
Flicker na ito. Ano gamit ko sa
Of course. Lahat sa kayo hipos kag tier 1 nga item oy, hala.
Akits ka.
Bahalag rayo ang gihapak ka noy nakuhaan gihapog mga 600. Hala oy.
Divine.
Divine na. Divine Skadi. Divine Skadi SNY. Dagko na kay nag healing reduction. Dagko na kay sila healing reduction.
Tapos like visual. Perfect yun.
Pero wala na charges. Wala na charges.
May visual na daw.
Pero na naman sila Divine dire. Ay. Kato, dili lang sa siya magamit og karon. Dili lang sa siya magamit og coil.
Support lagi sa Weaver. Action escape ay.
Yoink. Uy, murang magwa. Ay. Dili man day magamit ang dili man day magamit sa
Dila na nakabit ka po Divine. Kumipira ba yan?
wala ra ba kayo sila wave clear dire karon. XCIV ganahan na siya mo take advantage sa fact nga wala na wave clear. Dili sila makadungan og deal sa Megas ug sa Bristleback. This is their chance now. Gemini, silang 5 already surrounding the base. Hala, oy. XCIV still leading the way. Pero si Betlog, wala na siya. Dire karon no? Wala na siya. Si tawag ni Solar Crest, iyarang gigamit poros kang Bristleback. As right now, gislohan sila pag-ayon, hindi mabawag. They're desperately trying to deal with these creeps. But that'll leave XCIV open to be able to push. Kinahanglan mo initiate dire karon ang private, which indeed they will be able to do so onto the Alchemist. And now the charge gonna come through, landing on the 2. Pagkadakuha ba sa damage ni Weaver dire karon. As right now, they're just trying to bring the Gyrocopter as well as the Bristleback down. But he's still too damn tanky, even with the Divine Rapier. They'll bring down Yao though. As right now, hilahan lang sang giuna ang mga backlines dire. The Gyrocopter not even gonna be able to use anything to make him survive. As right now, ang nahabili na lang kay ang Bristleback dire karon, who's being slowed down currently by the Shivas. So much of that region is being removed here. As right now, XCIV trying to heal up with the Bloodstone, and indeed he will be able to survive. As right now, dili makagukod ang private dire kay naay Megas nagakatok sa ilahang mga buildings. XRS makapush babakhan ni sila ron. Maunay pangutana dire. XCIV, okay. Walking up, pero this Weaver dealing a lot of damage. Bristleback, dugay para makayong cooldown sa iyahang Bloodstone. Hala, nagunsa man ni siya, pananaw niya, kusgana kay siya. Okay, flicker, ganaghan, but lifesteal just not gonna be enough. And now, oh no, namatay ang baby. Napa si buyback, pero 45 minutes. 15k gold lead na para sa private. Ay, mauno ba ni? Makabawi na baka sila? Hala, uy. Divine. Padong na ni siya makakuha sa iyahang, si tawag ni Mjolnir, as right now, Lion, gikumbuhan diretso sa puck. The burst damage is going to be enough to take him down as Bitlog. Ay, siya pa dyan nastanan. Wala pa dyan siya nakalabay sa iyahang second skill. And now the Dream Coil going to land onto the two of them. XRS, time-lapse immediately. Dili siya ganahan makulatahan ni Ebron. And now he will just disengage. Pero right now, kay medyo labaw-labaw na kayo ang Private as this puck just playing around. He's feeling himself. Ganahan siya sila makakambak diri karon as this Rapier already available. Padung na sad siya makakuha sa iyahang level 30, so makatulo pa dyan siya hapak ini ka Gemini. Hala, uy. Hala, combo, gikan kagato. The damage is too much here. And now XRS already godlike. Ang gyro kit, ay, ni BKB as well as the Satanic. But is the lifesteal gonna be enough here? XRS, napag-apat siya Divine Rapier. They bring down the Spirit Breaker, but they won't be able to kill the Weaver as eventually this Gyrocopter dies. And meanwhile, Imo going to die. However, hala, ang base, ay, gi-corner na sa mga Mega dire. Basi magka-pace race ta dire karon as the TP out gikan sa Weaver. Kinahanglan sa nabit sila mo depensa dire karon as it's being surrounded by the siege creeps. They'll have to disengage. Kay dili sa sila maka-risk dire karon. May nalang nakakuha na sila tier 3, so available na ang tier 4 kung ganahan sila mo end. Pero ay. Hala. Ang gyro, wala po siya damage sa iya ha. Ang butterfly kay wala sa kayo gamit no, kay wala na may evasion. Dili naman siya kagamit sa iyang evasion kay na may throw strike ang Weaver. Unya ay Mjolnir na 6 items na. Hala. Pero Hex gonna come through, finger immediately. Are they gonna be able to get the kill onto him? Is the damage gonna be enough? No! Wala pa kayo sila stuns dire karon.
Napaka to siya. Kaya ra kayo niyo.
Mustang pack.
Kamakulo sila tanan to.
Mao pa na yung iyang item pero hala oy.
Butsuk ko yung miso na. Okay naman.
7k gold. Hala. Pwede naman siguro niya paliton diri sa ang iyang aga. Okay, finally there it is. And napat siya buyback diri karon. Hala. Pero RS kitrete na diri karon sa Gemini. XCIV going to lead the charge as motipi na diri karon ang Gyrocopter. Walay vision ang Private diri karon. Gahin na kayo no? Yeah, wala pa siya gitabangan sa acid spray. Ang Alchemist ay kanaayon tayo kanang Solar Crest kay wala ni tabang nila pero hala. Pretty sure na delay 5 minutes ang kaning sa chat. Pero karon ay smoke na Gemini. Ganahan na sila mo ani. Ganahan na sila mo diretso padong sa quarterfinals pero karon Void, gikan sa Night Stalker. Ganahan sila makastall right now as 14k gold lead. Ang Gyro, gisamok-samok na ginagmay dire. Gikan sa puck. Dagon level 5 already up and available para sa ato ang puck dire karon. Hala. Si Kato, maglabay-labay lang siya. Gorb dire karon. Suway lang sa sila. Og counter push dire right now. Okay, maglisod na dyan sila against sa Megas. Dili sila maka-afford nga push in ang ilahang tower for 5 ray HP ani, 13 ray armor. So humo kay ni karon. Ala. Sana sa kay buhaton dre. Gemini. Aegis on the Gyrocopter. Naka-learn na sila sa ilahang leksyon no nga ganiha kay ilahang gihatagan og Aegis ang Bristleback pero siya may pinakadugay mamatay sad. So kung mamatay ra ang ilahang kauban kay mura nag kanang sitting duck ang kaning Bristleback no. So this time around kay ilahan na lang tagaan og cheese. Aron gahin kay siya pero naargi hapoy sa tawag ni Aegis ang pinaka-importante nila nga hero para sa DPS, which is the Gyrocopter of course. Musuway na siya Gohags Kade dire karon. 9k na lang ang labaw sa Private. Okay, medyo na-alkansi sa sila pero ang gyrocopter gihimuan ng illusion ay kisundan pagayo sa kinawat nga gyro. Ganim's already available gikan sa Grimstroke dire karon. Able to make illusions. Pero how much can they really do as XCIV taking a lot of damage here? And now, initiation. Hello! Hello! Ay, okay, nistatan sa kadiyot, pero we are back into the ball game as this Alchemist going to die here first thing in the morning. And now di mabag, murag pa doon na siya mamatay. He's getting very low, but they cannot finish him off. And now Yebron taking a lot of damage. Kikans kang XR Essence, that'll be the second life para sa Gyrocopter. Very nice initiation here as the damage too much for them to take as Yebron going to die a second time. This Weaver, the Divine Rapier dealing too much damage as it's gonna be an Ultra here. Bahalang nagamiga pa ang kontra. Now they just need someone to defend this as they are going to try and push here. Diri karon XRS already level 29. Padung na jud siya makakuha sa iyahang +1 Gemini. And now he's just dealing too much damage. Nindot ra kayo ang lockdown with the pucks and his Aghanim Scepter. Hala mo diha. Hala mo diha. Maratol na ta diha alang Gemini. Are they gonna go for Axe? No, they won't be. Hala. They want to be able to end right here and right now. Dili na sila ganahan mabalaka for later on as Ray fortification already being used here. XCIB, he's the lone target. He's wala na kay CA backup as this Gyrocopter being forced to use the BKB, trying to deal as much damage as he can, but XRS with the time lapse, he's still gonna be healthy, but right now he's getting very low. Don't lose the Aegis, don't lose the Aegis. Woo! They just went for the throne. They just went for the throne and GG gonna be called. Hello. They desperately tried to take out the Weaver and Private at the very end of it. Pila man ako minuto 52. It felt like an hour-long marathon, but that will be the end of it. As Private going to take this game. Grabe sa comeback ko, hala eh.
Told ya.
Kaning Divine dire gikan sa Weaver. I wouldn't have expected it to go like this. Gemini, they were just taking towers left and right. Nakuha pa sila og Megas. But in the end, this Weaver coming up big time dire karon. And Private going to be able to make that comeback victory. Hala. In the first place, no, wala dyan nakadabawg 3K ang labaw sa Gemini. So very well played by Private. They just kept themselves alive in this game and nakabawi pa dyan sila pag-ayos. So mauna na. We will be taking a short break dire karon as we will come back later. Napatay ubang series kay murag padong na niyang quarterfinals nato dire sa YouTube. So we will return after a short break. Stay tuned.
Left side, bro.
Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
May taas na nagmaya. Ay, Zurista!
Blackwood will be the first team in the history of the International to whitewash the Grand Final. In a 1-minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing for BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun? Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang ba really station there? Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, babalik sa iyo. Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James. Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a one-minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun? Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang ba really station there? Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, babalik sa iyo. Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay close. Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's
Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final.
In a one versus drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time! A strong swing of BJ!
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay close. Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's
Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila pwede ko na sun.
Ayo, uy. Basta na ni Klo. Asam lang ba limitation there? Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final.
In a 1 storm, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila pwede ko na sun.
Ayo, uy. Basta na ni Klo. Asam lang ba limitation there? Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson. Ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba rin nasun? Ayaw oy.
Mayong hapon kanin yung tanan. It is currently 5:13 dire sa ato ang maayong hapon. It is a very beautiful afternoon out there. Sakto ra kayong weather. Well, nabalaka ko nga mauwanon ta kay basing mabasa niya nga akong panghayhay nga saging, pero sige na lang. It is fine currently kay wala man ni dayon ang uwan thankfully, so dili basa ang ako ang pagkaon unya. So maayo kayo no, swerte kayo ko, and swerte sa kayo ta nga kita tag triling nga duwa pa ganiha. And now this time around kay Arlene versus Midnight Mayhem, kay hopefully another competitive match nga pareha sa nahitabo pa ganiha no, nga nag-struggle jud kayo ang private para makadaog against Gemini, but in the end kay it was so worth it. It was so rewarding. And now Arlene versus Midnight Mayhem, we'll see kung unsay mahitabo dire. Kay if you remember kay ang Midnight Mayhem kay na-DC ba ang ilahang kontra. Pero this time around, no, kay kang kapatid ni Arlene, well, ni-stomp sila paganiha pag game 1, no? And, well, for position 4 nga heroes, both being picked by both teams here as we head into the draft. Right now, Grimstroke as well, ang gipick sa kapatid ni Arlene. So, I have expressed my disapproval of this, of this kind of stuff nga ipang pick og sa iyo ang kanang mga duha ka supports nimo unless it is a flex pick. And technically, like over the last few years, kay Tiny has been seen in the core role a couple of times. So, basing pareha lang ang sitwasyon dire karon. Maybe Tiny is going to be a core. I mean, that is a very open possibility karon para sa kapatid ni Arlene. Pero, you know what? Like overall, dili lang siya ko sure kay this Tiny hero. Like he has been nerfed a lot of times. Like ang iyahang kahoy kay na nerf, ang iyahang toss range kay na nerf kay, so he has been a little less viable in both the position 3 and 4 role. I mean, in both the like position 2, 3 and the 4 roles. So I'm not really sure kung unsay role nga ibutang nila para sa kaning Tiny, unsa kay ilang ilang ibutang nga trabaho para sa Tiny. Is he going to play the classic kanang ganking position 4, or is he going to play a little more greedy, trying to dominate the mid lane? We'll see. Midnight Mayhem though, a little more standard sa ilahang pagdraft diri karon as they grab the Beastmaster here. So yeah, daghan sila initiation obviously. Pwede nasa initiation with the Tusker and the Beastmaster. Nindot kay sila laning stage. Kay daghan na kayo sila harass with the tag team as well as the Boars. They've got a lot of slows, they've got a lot of lockdown, they have initiation, they have saves kikat sa Tusker. So like overall no, like pwede ay ganahan ko sa kaning draft ng gikan sa Midnight Mayhem. I'm like, to be honest, I'm just really not sure about what this Tiny can offer no karon sa ato ang duwa. Like this meta, there's a reason nga nung wala kayo nakita ng kaning Tiny karon like sa ato ang 728 nga meta, and that's because he desperately needs some buffs just to be viable dire karon. Pero right now they're gonna be bringing it out as kapatid ni Arlene going for that Tiny. Ang kaning kapatid ni Arlene do niban sila og IO, niban sila og Death Prophet. Well, Death Prophet, I can understand that ban, pero like the Wisp is kind of like a shot in the dark, no? It's like you're just trying to ban something na ay potential nga dili jud maabot, because they're like, believe it or not, the people who are actually capable of playing IO are kind of rare. There is C, like hell, the only people nga I can think of immediately at the top of my head, like around sa mga pro teams, kay it's just the Wisp, ang mga tao nga makaduwa og Wisp kay kaning si CML sa Adroit, and sila Raven, si si Ba ay dili si Bob kay mid laner ba siya si Palos di ay si Palos, and like that's it pretty much. Like diri sa Pilipinas lang ha, maoray akong mga nailhan nga kamao jud mo duwa og IO. So like looking for an IO ban diri sa random nga tournament, like the odds of that kanang paying fruit are kind of low, to be honest. Pero I guess better safe than sorry sad no, kay they're just trying to avoid some cheese here, as kapatid ni Arlene kay also gonna ban the Morphling, also gonna ban the the Ursa. Both heroes just very annoying for a PL to deal with. Okay, of course ang kaning Ursa kay once makabutang na siya once makabutang na siya Fury Sweeps nga stack sa imuhang hero kay like obviously it's like right on top of your head. Mura na siya kanang momarka sa sa imuha sa kung asay tinuod nga hero. And that's just like really annoying to deal with for a PL nga. Ang main selling point ba yan niya kay kanang like trying to whittle down heroes like slowly but surely in a team fight, and trying to cause as much confusion as possible during these fights. Pero once that factor is gone, like it's kind of hard to play PL. So of course, Midnight Mayhem kay makuha sila og Troll Warlord no. Another one of those heroes who's pretty decent against the PL pero for different reasons as the Ursa. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the same tracking potential nga Ursa does on the PL, pero daghan siya kanang damage nga ma-mitigate sa PL with the Whirling Axes, making the illusions miss, and just having a lot of wave clear in general gamit ang iyahang like mga tawag kaning Battle Fury, which most people are building on Troll Warlord. I'm just thankful nga ang kaning this weird phase nga ang mga tao sa CDPC kay nagbuild og kanang mga Aganims og Eternal Shroud sa Troll Warlord. I am glad that those days are over, because that build I don't know how many times nakakita ko nga somebody goes troll position 1 and they end up losing because dili kayo. I mean, like they tried to build for an active type nga troll, pero what ended up happening is they not only do they lose the fights because gamay ra kayo ang damage, they also get outscaled later on. So like this Troll Warlord, kung may-build siya BKB, like he really needs to be able to, kung kaning troll, kung mo build siya og kanang early nga Aganims kay he really needs to be able to win those early mid-game nga skirmishes. Otherwise, he just falls flat. Pero right now, Midnight Mayhem, I don't think they're going to be going for that route anyway, since Night Stalker man sa nang kontra. They can certainly get away with the greed coming in from a potential nga Battle Fury, as right now, okay, kapatid ni Arlene going for the Tinker here. That is a very, very interesting to think about. Okay, how long has it been since you have seen a Tinker in your pubs? How long has it been since you have seen a Tinker in a pro match? This is a very, very rare hero nga dugay kayo nga wala man na nahikapan ni Ice Frog. I think he might have forgotten it along with like Pudge or some stuff after the nerfs that he gave to these heroes. But right now, Tinker can get brought out. Feel nila nga pwede na sila maka-stall to be able to give the Tinker like the stacks and the global pressure on the map. Pwede na siya mag-push wave safely with the Boots of Travel, pero they think nga they can get to that point. So Midnight Mayhem is going to have to play really fast diri karon. They cannot afford to just give away these lanes. They cannot afford to just let them keep their towers. Kay Midnight Mayhem, they peak early with the Beastmaster. They have the Necronomicon units. They've got the summons. Ang kaning Taskar peaks early with the damage that he has, with the initiation. Like, main nga tool niya. That's probably one of his main selling points. As right now, Midnight Mayhem with the Void Spirit already being picked up. Yep, they've got the same idea as I do. They want to play fast. They want to play active. Ganahan sila makuha og objectives as soon as possible. And now, I'm going to have to say Midnight Mayhem has the advantage in this draft. I do not believe in this Tinker. I do not believe in this Night Stalker against the Troll. I think he's going to struggle a lot, and this PL might be able to draw even, but at that point, I don't think it really matters all that much because this guy is going to get a ton of tower damage way before PL and Tinker can even hit their timings. Okay, this draft, gikan sa kapatid ni Arlene, is very greedy. Tinker is a very greedy hero. He needs to be prioritized, and sometimes even then, no, kay medyo mediocre siya in the end. And PL sad kinahanglan sad siya he also needs the farm so much because this is a really greedy hero. He needs the jungle, he needs the lanes. So with Tinker, who's just eating all of the space up in the map, Midnight Mayhem might just be able to punish them. It's all going to go down on whether or not ang supports nila kay makarotate nila direktarong makahimo ba silang mga opportunities para mo shine pag ayaw ang ilahang PL because like it or not, this Tinker is going to take all of the farm in the map. So Midnight Mayhem, they'll have to play as fast as they can. They need to invade the jungle. They need to take towers, and their lineup is perfectly suited for it. So I think nga sila ang makadaog aning duaa. Good luck to both teams, though. We will see which one of them will be moving forward sa tuang Early Summer Sunscream and who is going to the finals of this group.
Oh boy.
Botang nagwardidaan, so they already know that the PL is here. Putol-putol lang sa siyaw kahoy, just so he can get some vision here, as well as be able to get kanang get an idea just who exactly is placing the vision, and just if napa sila if napa ba sila kanang wards di hadapita anang area. Wait. There we go. Anong wala mananahat kay. Pero yeah, nobody's gonna be drawing first blood this time around, no? Even if nag-gather diri ang upat ka heroes sa sa Midnight. So right now, magkalma-kalma lang sa ta diri karon. Wait, ni-freeze ang stream ko na, ha? Wait, seriously? Ay boss, sorry kay boss, murag dili may ka respondi ka kanang diretso sa imuhang pag sulti kay naay 5 minutes delay, sorry kayo.
Oh boy.
Pero right now, magsugod na niya nga ang laning stage dire, no?
Magbuhat ako grabe daw.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
So right now, actually they're able to draw first blood there top lane. As Zed on the position 5 Tuskar. Hala. Just what I had hoped. Yeah, ma-avoid sa mga kapatid ni Arlene. Currently, they're already getting pressured here as they've already given away 1 kill to Midnight. Hala. Okay, gonna ko lang yung freezing pickings. Ay. One more toss back today. Red's gonna be in a lot of trouble here. He's being slowed down. na may Orboveno mga kaning Tuskar, pero since na may boots ang Tiny kay, he's gonna be fast enough to be able to escape. He's gonna survive for now, pero still almost lost his life as he is in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, mid lane, no? Okay, as expected, this Void Spirit has a great cast animation. He has some pretty good, kanang almost instantaneous nga nukes dire just to be able to secure range creep. So I really doubt nga si Kurokoy on this Tinker is gonna be able to do much with a laser. Like, besides maybe trying to harass JT, pero then again, this Void Spirit, once makakuha na siya sa iyahang level 6, no, he's going to be an absolute menace in this game. Woo! So right now, chill lang sa ta, no? Mag-roll ko lang sa ta ginagmay kay wala ko naka-check pag-ayos sa kanang names aning midnight something. Midnight Mayhem. Okay, mauna yung ilang pangan. So, roll call sa taginagmay, no? As mo reconnect lang sa sila. We're just going to have to take this time to introduce our players. Zed gonna be on the Tuskar, JT on the Void Spirit. Uy, JT, di ba mauman ang pangan sa, sa offlaner sa IG? So, yeah. Eren, hala, uy, sa Sagiyo on the Stroll Warlord. I guess he's gonna carry his team to freedom and victory, as right now Oracle BCD on the Beastmaster and DND on the bottom lane sa iyahang Rubik. Meanwhile, on the side sa kapatid ni Arlene, Kurokoy on the mid lane Tinker. Ang Tiny kay giduwa ni Reds. Okay, niya si Night Stalker kay Emoji. Wala ko kibaw sa pag-pronounce na besides maybe smiling emoji, as right now Aaron actually very low here top lane. Nayura kayong iyahang support. Do they have any additional disables? Kung gamit na siya daan og sa iyahang Fairy Fire, he doesn't have anything to work with though, as no salve, no tangos. However, the R-Shard gonna come through, landing onto Mr. Smiling Emoji as the toss up into the air. Void is gonna land onto Aaron. There's no way that misses as they use the mangoes, bring down the Troll Warlord. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 so far, and that is a massive kill karon para sa kapatid ni Angela. Arlene. I keep getting that wrong, man. I'm sorry. Dili ko familiar sa mga Pinoy memes. Sorry kayo, but right now mid lane, JT, labaw kay siya diri karon, getting blinded by the laser, so dili siya ka last hit. So that's quite unfortunate, no? Pero still JT with a massive lead sa XP as well as the last hits, as bottom lane, Suzy actually going to die, and 178 is, si Smiling Emoji di ay kay mamatay sa dito sa top lane. So right now 1-for-3 ang score. Tan-aw ra gihapon ta sa mid lane diri karon, because this is where the victory hinges on whether or not the mid lane Tinker is gonna be able to have a decent lane para niya to be able to try and maybe make space para sa kapatid ni Arlene by pushing out those waves with the boots of travel na sayo. We'll see though. Right now, it doesn't really feel as if that's what's happening, since ang Tinker is currently behind in terms of last hits as well as CS. As this Phantom Lancer able to farm a bit comfortably here against this Beastmaster. Of course, no, karang illusion hero man siya, so it's just, it's not as good as Naga against the Beastmaster, but it's still doing pretty decent here. This bottom lane, not really gonna get zoned out here a lot by the Beastmaster, but still a little bit troublesome as mid lane. Kay puros na sila mga level 5 dire karon, but still a slight advantage para sa Void Spirit right now. Still though, going to throw the Remnant. Illusion Runes being used as well. That's the body blocks. Not gonna come through here, JT, but he has the pulse, and he will be able to grab that kill onto Kurokoy as he secures it, and even grabs the tip as bottom lane. Well, Dongito, the Great, he's going to fall as well, as it's currently a 1-5 para sa Midnight Mayhem. And right now, it's looking really good para nila, no? As Reds, here in the top lane, he's also in a little bit of trouble here. Avalanche going to try and delay his own death, but it's not going to be enough. They cannot buy him enough time for him to escape, as right now the gank gonna come through from JT. He has the Astral Step up and available, and there's no way that this guy is gonna be able to survive, as the smiling emoji probably not gonna smile all that much eventually. As right now, he's just suffering a bit, no? As this Void Spirit, well, wala na siya, wala na siya charges sa iyahang Astral Step, pero, wait, pakita naman nagigihapon ng green, samtang wala na siya charges. Gano'n man na? Huh? What? Hey, how does that work? Huh? Wala siya ulti, wala na siya charges sa iyang ulti, pero green na gyapon. Still, it's showing that it's active, pero okay, I guess that doesn't matter. I guess I can ask Gaben for answers later, as this Beastmaster going to die in the bottom lane, so at least they get something in return, but it's a 1k gold lead already for Midnight Mayhem, as currently this toss is going to come through, as well as the Inkswell. There's no way that DND is going to be able to survive, not without the lift being used. So right now, he's just going to die. And 3 for 8, but still a 1k gold lead, as Karon, this Eren on the top lane just free farming, and now mid lane gonna get dove once again. Korokoy with the killing spree, another death for the Tinker, and this is what I said, no? Like sa drafting palandaan, this Tinker is in a world of trouble against the Void Spirit, who can just easily close the gap. He doesn't even need the right click to be able to deal his damage, as it's mostly from his spells. And my god, I couldn't imagine a worse matchup for a Tinker besides Void Spirit. Maybe Ember, pero then again, Ember isn't really like that popular sa mid lane. No, he certainly isn't as popular as the Void Spirit, who doesn't even have a single point in Dissimilate. That's just how comfortable he is in the lane, just going to max out the Aether Remnant, as Dongito the Great going to die once more in the bottom lane. Suzy as well getting harassed, but rotation here, gikan kang Reds TP'd in for this, so they'd better get at least the summons, so they will just remedy their gold loss with a little bit of a kill dito sa Boars. However, top lane, oh no, smiling emoji guy once again going to die. 1-3-0 now. 3-11 ang ato ang score dire karon. And my god, it doesn't seem like it'll get any better whatsoever for kapatid ni Arlene. And this top lane already being pressured. Just how often do you see this? I've seen safe lanes winning their own lane, pero most of the time kay moadto sila sa bottom to try and push along with the rest of their teammates. But now Eren, sakto sa nangiyahang tag sa iyang kaugalingon, no? Eren freedom. Okay, yep, I got what you were going for. Hi. Sasageyo. Mapush na siya diri karon sa top lane ninyo. And now, okay, wala na siya mabuhat diri karon, no? As Red's getting very low here, almost getting dove by JT. A little bit of mercy being provided, as maybe naka-joke out siya, no? So I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably got the outplay on the Void Spirit, which is something that he himself doesn't really mind all that much, no? As mag-farm siya diri karon sa stacks, going to take away those neutral creeps. And now Korokoy might even get gone on here. Remnant gonna miss though, so dili na sa siya commit for now. Still, those cooldowns are really short on this Void Spirit. There's JT just farming in front of Korokoy. Si Korokoy sa din tao, no? Just trying to get XP from those. As Pulse going to come through. Okay, dili sa siya magamit. However, the invasion, gikas sa duha niya ka-support, Suzy might be in a little bit of trouble here, and indeed he will be going down, as dili makaigo ang Inkswell onto anybody. And now they just finish off the creep camp. JT, man. He's an absolutely rich boy. He's a rich lad. He's got a lot of money, and now he's got a lot of XP. He can gank, he can slap some towers, he can slap some heroes. But for now, I guess ilahan lang sambiyaan ng PL diri karon, no, as they want to return into the mid lane. And meanwhile, the rest of the supports, no, kay ari lang sa sila magtambay aron makatabang sila sa Beastmaster, who already took the tower. Necronomicon level 1, bahalag wala pa ni CA Boots. He just doesn't care. He just doesn't give a crap right now. And DND level 5, most likely gonna get given the tome. This Tusk as well, a lot of XP. So all of these lanes very well fed karon. 3-12 ang ato ang score, 5k gold lead para sa Midnight Mayhem. Ooh, so it looks like it might be another stomp, no? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I really doubted that Tinker pick. And now, all of these cores today, top 1 sa net worth on the side of Midnight Mayhem. And PL is so far away in terms of like gold, and now the disparity is about to build up even more as Susie going to die, and JT just doesn't care. He has the haste rune. He's able to go in, and slap him around. Doesn't matter who they are, where they're from. As long as they're the enemy, they will die. They will get taken out, as this bottom lane currently getting pushed in here. Fortification gonna protect the creeps for now, as the summons gikan kang Oracle BCD finally going to die, pero they've done a lot of damage here with the siege creep being kept alive. Around 70% remaining on that tier 2. Ay, ay, ay. Meanwhile, si Kurokoy, padayon naghihapon siya sa iyahang pag-farm. It's going to be a slow boots of travel. Kaya ang iyahang mga jungle, like, as I've said, no, they've got all the capabilities in the world when it comes to invading, and now, okay, ganahan sa sila mabawi dire, pero emoji guy is getting slowed down here by the boar. He does have the phase shift available, but phase boots available, pero mosud lang sa si Zed to try and buy time for his teammates. He will get silenced up, and he gets tossed up into the air. Finally, a couple more punches. No, wait, is the damage gonna be enough? And indeed it will be, pero meanwhile, mid lane, ay, namatay na sa Kurokoy. He's back to 1.5k gold. When is he ever gonna get that travel? When is he ever gonna get it? Hala, oy. 6k gold lead now for Midnight Mayhem, as tier 2 seems like it'll be the last, tier 1 mid rather, seems like it will be the last to fall de karon. But it might not even matter, because how many times has this guy already died sa atuang duwa? It's just risura nas duwa eh. Absolute mayhem jud ay. Hala oy, pagkanindot tabi sa gisulti sa akong assistant no. Move dol, kamusta man ka? Ay, pero for now, yan lang nako tiwaso na ako ang pagpangutana as makakaunog remnant ning bato dire. How that happens, how that works, I do not know. All I do know is that Reds is going to die once more. However, JT, mo gamit siyang illusion rune. 1 second sa dissimulate. Is he gonna be able to get it? No, the silence just going to stop him. He is a little too deep, bit off more than he could chew, and that'll be a gigantic kill para kang Dungito the Great. However, this bottom lane getting pressured here once again by Oracle Bacolod. And well, that'll be a tier 2 dead. 13 minutes in, padung na sad sila makuha sa outpost dire karon, so lisod na kayo para sa kapatid ni Arlene. Ay nako, Arlene, alagaan mo ang maghod nimo. Hey nako. This should be an easy outpost. And now, with the space, ganaan nila, wala na tier 2 sa bottom lane. And pwede na sila mukuha og tier 1 bot, og tier 1 tower dire karon, as right now, True Sight being provided by Oracle Bacolod with the Necronomicon level 3 already. That'll be an easy push para nila as the smoke gonna come through gikan sa Midnight Mayhem. JT gonna lead the way, pero wala siya makitaan sa sword sa iyang triangle. Now the zip in gonna come through. Orchid on the PL. Wala sa pang dispel. Layo pa kayo siya sa iyamanta. And now, well, I mean even sa iyahang diffusal, layo pa kayo siya. Oh my god, still lacking around 1.1k. Okay, never mind. Kuwangan lang siya 700, but still. This outpost should get taken soon here by the Troll Warlord, who not only has the Battle Fury, pa doon na siya makakuha sa iyahang Sanjanyasha Asad. As if this man wasn't already farming fast enough. Outpost though? Pa doon na 15 minutes, guys. I hope you're not forgetting to get the outpost. Is this tactical or... Okay, now there's no way he's gonna be able to get it. There's no way. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's some free XP para sa kontra. That was not something I had expected. However, walking up onto the high ground, Suzy is going to fall. However, Tuskar is going to get punished himself as the Dark Ascension already being used here. The Night Stalker, taking a lot of damage from the Necro unit he just killed. Still, they might even be able to chase for more here. Well, no, but at least they can get the gold off of the summons as they actually got the XP from the outpost still. Gibiyaan gihapon nila alive. So, I'm not sure why that is. My god. 7-18, 10k gold lead para sa Midnight. I guess, kailangan lang tagaan lang gamay nga XP kay, they want to fight Arlene at their strongest. I don't know. What we do know is Arlene just forced to stay inside of their triangle most of the time. Kaya ang Tinker, well, finally, nasa boots of travel, pero 15 minutes in, how much is it really gonna do? As Oracle Bacolod, he's all alone in the top lane. Ang backup niya, layo pa kay Stanan as Red's gonna get the toss up. And now he is going to die, but Eren is going to try and give freedom to this PL as he gets rooted up. They get the kill onto Red's on the sidelines. And meanwhile, oh no, the PL is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get locked down and he will get taken out as it's going to be a 1-for-2. Trade diri karon 8-20 ang ato ang score. 11k gold lead para sa Midnight. Timan these were the guys who were stomping paganiha. It was like something crazy around mga 10, 30 something, 10 kills sa kontra niya, 30 sa ilaha or something like that. And now they're just getting completely smashed here. The draft not allowing them to fight on equal terms with Midnight Mayhem, and they're just taking advantage here with how active their lineup is as this Troll Warlord. Well, hapit na siya makakuha sa iyahang Sanjan Yasha, guys. And padong na po siya makakuha sa iyahang Aegis karon as this Tuskar just frontlining here. Hello. So, kanang Eren gonna get the Aegis of Immortality. And that's just going to make the push so much easier here para sa Midnight Mayhem. And my god, the Night Stalker, wala pa yung taon siya, bisag usa lang yung taon ka core item. And let's look at the other heroes, no? Like this Tinker, finally, he does have the travels and padong na siya makakuha sa iyang Blink Dagger. Like maybe one more creep wave, pero at the same time, kay Midnight Mayhem, they're just banging on the towers. They're just pressuring. They've got a crap ton of summons, they've got a crap ton of creeps, and they have so much protection. Nasa Aegis, they've got Rubik who already has the Aether Lens, they've got a ton of cast range, Zed with a snowball save. Padong na sa siya makakuha Blink Daggers right now. Bottom kay, oh no. They tried to gather and kill someone. Oh, okay, namatay dyan ang Void Spirit today, so they can at least get one kill. But they lose 2 towers for it, 2 tier 2, so tier 3 na lang ang nahabilin karon para sa Arlene. And you know what? They might need to rename themselves to Anlene because they sure need some milk right now. It's just looking absolutely desperate karon para sa kapatid ni Arlene. Ay nako. Hala. Padong na mayabo ang Arlene. As Dongito the Great, all alone there sa top lane, pero ayay ni Blink in pa jud ang Tinker. Wala siya naka-expect. He went into the wrong hood as now Eren, as well as the supports, punishing him for walking out of position, for blinking out of position. You should have stayed in the trees, boy. Should have stayed in the trees. So mag-chill-chill lang sa takaron. 13k gold lead once again para sa Midnight Mayhem. And they're just continuing to farm, continuing to build as much of a net worth lead as possible. Napaghihapon sila Aegis, pero it should expire in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Damn, grabiha pa nilang duration nga naan na. How the hell are they even going to take a fight on the side of Arlene? They need some Anlene, goddamn. They need some milk. Somebody give these guys some net worth or some XP or something, as this time around dili na mahimo ang ang mistake o gikaduha as they make sure to secure the outpost this time around. Paganiha sa 15-minute nga XP spawn kay wala sila ni kuha despite getting the tower 13 minutes in, but this time 20 minutes. All XP, all the farm in the world getting owned here by Midnight Mayhem. As Oracle Bacolod, padong na sad siya makakuha sa iyahang pipe, so it'll be even easier to penetrate the high ground as if they didn't already have Blink Daggers, as if they didn't already have the Void Spirit. And speaking of the Void, na si Nims. But we just checked a couple of other heroes, and now he's got the Yags, he's got the Silences, and now the Roar onto the PL. Wala si Manta, he cannot survive. There's no way he's getting out of this one alive as the Fade Bolt going to secure the kill. Dongito the Great, well, definitely not doing great this time around. And the Courier gets Astral Stepped. This Void Spirit, level 16 already. Eren, level 17. This man is about to turn into an absolute titan here. Pero na siya makuha og BKB karon. They're still holding though. I mean, seryoso? Listen siguro eh. Pero lagi no, right now kay medyo gahi-gahi ang ilahang high ground defense. Pero then again, nasa light Tinker, sulisod paglayat. Pero then again, okay, it's just going to be a matter of time before ang Beastmaster kay makakuha na sa iyahang pipe. I mean, like this. I don't think so. Nakakuha na sila ng mga pick-off sa Void Spirit, pero that's pretty much it. I mean, like awa ko ni like ang tulo ka towers still up kani mura na nagwa na hikapan sa maras wala jud ay na hikapan kani sa okay mao ni kamatiunon pero maorasan na like the
Pwede pa next game.
pwede pa ni ay what's that di ba sa 1 man eh
Pero pwede pa next game sa Midnight Mayhem.
aw Ayun pa ko abi ko pwede abi ko nga mong pasabot kay pwede pa mabawi ang Arlene pero ayay ang PL doppel kadaghan ang burst damage gikat sa Tinker. Okay. Ni suway siya og TP in your face pero wala sa siya mabuhat ato as he doesn't have any defensive items whatsoever. So mao jud niya nga ako ang gisulti no nga di ba ang giingon ako kay sige naman nigkapitas ang si JT sa iyahang Void like mao jud ni he just keeps playing a little too confident sometimes and mo pick off siya sa high.
So, pildigin na siguro sila. Not sure.
Ay, nako. Ang kaning Tinker na Blink pero padong pa siya makuha sa iya mga items. Kinahanglan dyan siya Gator Lens. Kinahanglan siya og Hex. He needs all the lockdown in the world aron makapugong siya sa Void. And ang Void sad kay maybe a Lotus Orb. Maybe a Lotus Orb would be really good against the Tinker kay like most of these spells nga para pang disable dire on the side of Arlene no kay puros man mga single target like ang kaning Tinker eventually makuha siya Hex and ang laser niya kay single target, ang kaning Grimstroke silence single target, ang Toss single target, ang Void single target. Okay, pwede na sa siya kumukuha BKB pero at this point no when you're trying to play with your food kay you kind of get into the mentality no nga BKB is for weaklings, right? Ay, nako. So shout out sa DC City ka viewers nato nga nagtan-aw diha sa YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. This is Midnight Mayhem currently just absolutely gobsmacking kapatid ni Arlene. Ay, nako. Ay, nako. Pagkasakita bayani tanawon. 10 to 22. So it might not feel like the lead is all that big, but right now 17k, 24 minutes in. Most of these games have been stomped so far. The only exception being that game sa katong Private versus Gemini where of course they had the Rapier comeback. Like even if nasa like kanang BB atong who was definitely felt like almost unkillable, kay they still weren't able to get the lead, go past 3k. And honestly, like I think if nichill lang sila gamay no and they just got a little bit more net worth sa ilahang gyro, then maybe that game could have been slightly easier para nila. But instead, they forced stuff. They kept giving 3 or 4 heroes away on the side of Gemini, and they just get punished. they just get punished for it. So lisod kayo. Reds, na siya Blink Dagger pero level 11 pa yung siya. May na lang no, nakakuha na siya sa max nga combo niya. Still they're extremely underleveled here. Ang Night Stalker, pareha na yung tao ng level sa iyahang plus 5 nga Grimstroke. That just goes to show how bloody underfarmed these guys are. Tinker and PL, same level. 15 right down. JT on the Void Spirit. Already 18. This Beastmaster gonna be able to blink away. Ganahan na sila mugukod here with the smoke. Red still under the cover of that smoke. Pero right now, mo tipi out lang sa sila. Same with the PL who just does not want to get caught right now. 21k gold lead. Ala, oy naunsa naman eh. Void Spirit still not opting to go for the BKB. Salamat. And now, ayay, PL. Wala pa siya pang dispel dire sa mga silences. Pero si Smiley Emoji, okay, he wants to be able to turn it around. He's flying right on top of the Void Spirit, but he will get slowed. And the silence coming through sa Gikan, sa Orchid, will make sure to keep him alive. However, the chase continues as this guy, still very fast, still very, has a lot of damage with his right clicks. However, he might just gotten baited. As the blink in Gikan kang DND, they will be able to bring down the Night Stalker. However, ang Rubik kay with no defensive items kay he will die eventually, and meanwhile Red's actually able to grab the kill onto the Void Spirit as it's going to be a 1 for 3. Meanwhile, ang kaning Grimstroke going to die. Tinker able to disengage for now. Oracle Bacolod though, no blink. Ay, wala na si Error, so mo disengage lang sa siya. However, Troll going to go in. Eren, Avalanche Toss, not even able to be enough to bring the Troll Warlord down as he's already got the Aghanims, already has the Battle Fury, so he's just going full ham dire sa ato ang wave clear. Uses the battle trance though just to be able to lifesteal, and indeed he'll stay alive for now as Red's going to die top lane, and they might even go for more as the Tinker has been seen here. Vision from the snowball, uppercut into the air. Smiling Emoji guy wants to be able to help his Tinker out, but how much can he really do? He's surrounded here by 3 heroes as he gets Ice Shard blocked, and now Smiling Emoji, not that smiley. He's not having fun. He's just tweeting out, well played. Pero right now, I can see that his eyes are full of pain as there's already 3 heroes going down. They thought they had a chance here, but okay, Dongito the Great, Inkswell gonna come through. Oracle Bacolod hesitating a little bit with the roar, and indeed he won't be able to throw it out as the mana being burnt here by the illusions. He does have the Diffusal Blade after all, pero finally has the Manta. So nanadyan siya pang dispel sa mga silence dire on the side of Midnight Madness naman ka ng Midnight Mayhem. Pero wala eh. They need to stall some more. They've already lost the racks, and it's probably not going to get any better para nila as the Troll Warlord already has the BKB, already has the Aghanims. My God. Padong na pa dyan siya makuha sa iyahang Abyssal Blade. And these Whirling Axes just such low cast time. I mean, kanang mana costs. As Korokoy just blinking into the trees. He just wants to be able to kanang like cut the creep waves, making sure nga dili sila mo push. Halay. Troll Warlord, level 23. Ganahan siya push. There is bottom lane. 20% evasion. I guess it's a decent talent set, no, against the PL. Okay, so far, dili kay sila makahapak against this guy. Mid-range tracks still alive, but they do not care about that for now as Eren wants to be able to get the tier 3. Ang tanang blind sa kalibutan kay dili ra gyapon makapugong against this guy who's looking for freedom as he's giving it his all here to push the day. Getting slowed though, harassed a lot by the avalanche, by the missiles, as well as the stroke of fate. So daghan sa kayo silang pang dissuade sa push dirigikan kang Eren, but how much is it really going to matter? as he just goes back in again. The rest of Midnight Mayhem smoking right behind him. They do have a ward here though, so may nalang nasalay vision. But how much is it really gonna do? Nasalay ward, nga dili madi-ward dire. I call it that because rarely is it ever gonna get the ward tungod sa kalayo niya sa tower. Most people would not expect it as Aaron, well, she's just going in. And now, ang Void Spirit going to jump onto the back lines, catches Spore with the silence. Access also well going to be thrown here, but the Beastmaster being silenced. Dili pa siya makasyagit dire. Wala say shout out for now, but the snowball save going to buy enough time para mahurot ang Soulbind. And now Oracle Bacolod, they've already gotten the towers and they even get PL as a bonus, as they bring down the Phantom Lancer as well as the Grimstroke. Now, wala na yung Midrax, and ang top racks na sad, ang ilahang tirada diri karon na ay BKB. Si Frankie B po ba yung Rubik? Kasi Frankie B?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I cannot answer that question for now, pero all I do know is that Aaron pushing in top lane. Oy, Aegis actually falling here. Did get hit by the missiles, but now, once again, he's all refreshed, he's all topped up. He probably didn't even mind losing the Aegis as long as he can get Megas. And this time around, though, I don't think ang mapareha sa katong Weaver gonna has. Void Spirit gonna go in. Susie gonna eat a Remnant to the face, but he's still being protected by the Glimmer Cape right now. But Susie, even with the Inkswell, he shouldn't be able to kite out Aaron as the BKB already being used. No battle trance just yet as Red's going to die here. They cannot toss anybody to the fountain. And JT just barely surviving on like 400 HP. What matters is that he lives regardless. Ay, ay, ay. And GG will be called. They've had enough. They tap out. They know nga wala na sila mabuhat against Megas here, and Midnight Madness, they are going to be claiming this game as they move forward to the finals. Congratulations kanila. They easily skipped through the first match. Kaya nadikyo ang ilahang mga kontra, but this time around, they proved their worth, they proved themselves, and they're just going to go forward.
Ano lang? Ano lang, okay na. Ang private ba?
Ay, ay.
Ang private.
Okay, wala pa ni Boto ang trono, pero right now, I mean, like that should signify that they already lost, right? Yeah, nitawag naman sila GG pero gi-cancel nila, pero ay okay, nang DC na sila. They've had enough. And that'll be it. As this throne going to have to explode eventually. All of them already disconnected. Mabuto ba ang trono basta ma-abandon ng 5? Pretty sure it does, right? Pero wala pa sila na i-abandon. Still, they just do not want to see their throne exploding, as right now, I guess buhat lang sila. Ang buhaton lang nila, no, kay mag-farm lang sila og mga kills dire karon to improve their KDAs. And right now, Midnight Madness proving themselves. Now, they are indeed worthy. They didn't get to this point by just a fluke, and they will move on sa atoang finals. Midnight Mayhem advances. And ang ilahang makontra nila dire karon, no, is going to be between the winners sa series nato onya sa sa kanang sa tawagan sa Gemini, sa private rather, versus Scrim Esports. So that is something nga kinahanglan nila tutukan aron ganahan sila maka-scout sa strats sa ilahang mga kontra. So that'll be it para namo dire karon, as we will be taking a little bit of a short break. And as I mentioned, Scrim Esports versus Private will be coming up around 7. So we will return to that. But right now, mag-break sa taginagmay and we will transition to the break.
Left side,
Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
May taas na nagmaya. Ay, silista!
Pad, Birdson, ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba rin na sun? Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay Klo.
Asam lang baril yung station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito ba rin siyo?
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's
Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final.
In a 1 minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time! A strong swing of Asia in
Pad, Birdson, ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba rin na sun? Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay Klo.
Asam lang baril yung station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito ba rin siyo?
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's
waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
Okay, so manane, we are back. We are live once again sa South.gg Early Summer Sunscream. Of course, this is Crominus. I mean, klaro naman kayo na nasa panganak ko like over there. Pero yeah, this is Crominus here presenting to you Private versus Scrim Esports. So what the hell are we waiting for? Let's go. Let's head into the draft. I don't think I'll ever get used to that, but ang Shadow Shaman already getting banned here by Private. Private, of course, sila ang team nga naka-comeback with the Divine Rapier sa ilahang Weaver against the Bristleback. They were able to eventually outscale the Gyrocopter of all heroes, pero yeah, Private, naka-comeback sila, and Scrim, meanwhile, they absolutely just stomped their opponents paganiha. So this time around kay both of these teams, kay this is still a best of one, and they're now going to be fighting for the right to get into a BO3 against against Midnight Mayhem. So yeah, mauna sana no. For now, Lion gonna get first picked immediately by Scrim Esports. It's one of those heroes no nga ang Private versus captain si Kato.
Daron is my classmate. Saon na sa Ateneum pa ko. Kay magpa-tutor mi sa Ateneum niya. Sa ilang balay. So, mga to honors me. Na dako kay kong score. Valedictorian pa ko sa mong classroom. Yeah, mga to. Pag abot na mo sa high school, balhin ko sa UC. Nakakaton akong cutting. Salamat.
Chuy, high school story Ay, nako. Pero, yeah, mauto si Spuddy na ginoobs. Of course, Sharo, wa mo na kailaan niya kung nagtanaw mo sa South.gg niya. Wala mo na kailan ni Spuddy. Nag-unsa pa manintahan mo, pero Private. Going to ban the Tinker? What? Ni-ban silang Tinker. Bahalag mo first pick silang pack. Okay, well, that is weird. That is weird. Basing nakaibaw siguro sila no nga ang usa sa mga players sa Scrim Esports kay kasi say tawag Dag Tinker, like one of them is probably a Tinker player. I don't know. I really wouldn't pick it into a puck though. As Private, well, gihuwat lang nila kung unsay second pick dire sa Scrim Esports. Lion, of course, one of those heroes nga lang jud siya kanang more dependent sa performance player mismo kaysa sa hero. It's one of those things nga like if depende na sa player. If the player is really good, they can absolutely shine with it. They can completely ruin initiations. Pero like this hero is just deceptively easy, no? Pero it's very hard. It's very easy to also fail at him. It's so easy to screw it up and just die and just be useless because Timan wala na siya mga escape mechanisms and his cast ranges are not exactly the best in Dota. So you gotta be absolutely careful. You have to really be on point if you want to. And also, kana mga tao nga ganahan makakatonog Lion, no? Like you really need to watch Kaka's replays. He's the best Lion in the world right now, bar none. There's no way that anybody is better than him. His positioning just absolutely on point. Nindot kay siyag like his rotations just absolutely perfect. Like kamao siya mo unsaon pag make sa pinakadako nga value with the rotations. Like he's the only one I've seen nga magbutang og kanang courier sa may creep camp and then aron makakuha siya vision around 355 and then rotate siya sa mid lane to be able to get the rune, and he's able to stack and get runes at the same time. That is value right there. The only person I've seen getting close to that kind of value during the rotations is No-Tail, and that is saying something because No-Tail probably one of the best position 5s in the world. So yeah, high praise for Kaka and whoever can play Lion perfectly. So I'm hoping Scrim Esports will be able to execute this hero quite decently, no? Okay. Duhara ba ka supports ang ilahang gipang first phase dire, which I honestly do not like that much just because of how predictable it gets and just because of how easy you can be able to counter it. Like pwede ra ka mo kuha like void spirit nga mid dire and put the puck in an off lane or position 4 nga role. Like hell you can even do off lane puck with this, like against the Lion. No, like he can farm decently well. The only problem is that nagko kay nasa like kanang kill potential against the puck with the Jakiro on the side of Scrim Esports, but even then you're able to you can just give the lane to a Void Spirit. Yeah, after that he can just solve whatever problems you have with the backlines sa Scrim Esports. Napajud sila Oracle, which is really one of those heroes no nga nindot kay siya makaguba og initiation here. So Scrim Esports, both of their heroes massively countered by the Oracle. Of course, ang mga spells ni Jakiro, most of them can be purged, like ang katong mga debuff sa tawag sa Dual Breath o sa Liquid Fire, both can be removed easily, and all of the magic damage gikan sa Scrim Esports, which is the only thing that they have right now, like Lion, magic damage, Jakiro, Macro Fire, Dual Breath, magic damage. All of this can be negated by one simple trick, which is Fate's Edict. So Private, I really am liking their draft right now, more so than Scrim Esports, and they'll have to find something makaguba sa plano aning Oracle. Maybe a Beastmaster who's quite okay in the laning phase against the Oracle, perhaps. They really need to win the early game against the puck, and it just so happens that Beast is also pretty good against the puck. Kay dali ra kay siya makalayat, so they have a lot of instant initiations on the side of Scrim Esports. They can harass the Oracle a ton, and wala kayo sila counter push on the side of Private, at least so far. So yeah, Beastmaster, I swear on it, I swear by it, and sa it's kind of a trap no nga sometimes kay mupik ang mga tao og Oracle against Beastmaster because pananaw nila ma-counter nila ang roar, pero sometimes no kay you'll never really get to that point, and the Beastmaster just instead runs over your entire team, runs over your towers, and there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, Private going to grab the Tuskar though, going for even more saves as well as aggressiveness, but a Scrim Esports going to grab the DP, which is one of those early game heroes just able to run down a lane. Pwede sila mo push, although they need somebody to be able to sustain those pushes, keep them survivable. And Jakiro, Liquid Fire should be able to slow the towers enough, no? Pero I'm not sure if this is going to be sufficient to keep those pushes coming through as a Private. Well, we have Dragon versus Dragon matchup here as Jakiro against the DK. Okay. Dragon Knight, of course, probably one of the worst heroes against the Death Prophet kay tungod sa Syphonia, which is going to steal HP by maximum. Okay, of course, ang Syphonia, like the more HP you have on a hero, okay, the more it takes effect, the more effective it is, the more heals you get. But at the same time, DK has a lot of armor, can really just screw with the Death Prophet who's trying to push. He has wave clear with the breathe fire as well as the puck. So now daghan na kay sila pagdepensa diri on the side of Private, and DK is one of those heroes nga tanky kayo, probably one of the most ideal targets para sa False Promise, because it's kind of hard to try and false promise a guy who just gets bursted so easily kay humok na kay sila. But now Private, well, they're going to get an ideal false promise target. However, Scrim Esports going to grab the Mars. Well, I guess they're going to go for even more team fight diri karon. They've already got the pushing power gikan sa Jakiro and DP. They've got wave clear in 3 out of 4 of their heroes. So Scrim Esports, unsa naman lang kay kuwang para nila. Well, in my opinion, they lack a carry. I mean, obviously, carry lang ang kuwangan nila. But what would have been decent here? Not entirely sure. Private though, I think pwede sila mag-life stealer here actually. Kay tungod sa first skill niya, wala kayo si paki sa Mars, doesn't really care all that much about the Death Prophet, and life stealer is just one of those rare few strength heroes nga wala kayo paki sa Siphon, because he himself can just sustain through the damage gikan sa EXO and just bring the DP down, because you gotta remember, for as much as I'd like to whine about Death Prophet and how her stats are busted, her armor is not that great, to be honest. So maybe the Lifestealer can take advantage of that, no? They can negate the Mars' advantage in the lane, and they can just completely run over the Lion, run over the Jakiro, and just mess with Scrim Esports in general. I mean, at least in my opinion, maunay ganahan ako nga mahimong +1 sa private. Pero we'll see. Puck. I think I'm expecting an offlane mga Puck dire karon, no? Or, okay, you know what? Maybe it could be an offlane DK niya Tuskar ang iyahang kauban sa lane. I'm not really that sure. I mean, I am seeing karang ay possibility nga ang Puck ay mahimo siyang offlane just because naa siya Tuskar nga kauban. Like, you wouldn't really, most of the time, you wouldn't really put a melee hero together with another melee hero, and Puck and Tusk, okay, they're just really good at harassing others sa laning phase. They've got a lot of killing and ganking potential today with both the uppercut as well as the Dream Coil. So it's a pretty decent lane para nako. And they could just put the DK mid, pero we'll see kung sa ilahang buhaton. They might just avoid the DK Death Prophet matchup. We'll find out though, soon enough. Death Prophet, I don't think she has any kill potential whatsoever on the DK, but at the same time, this Dragonite doesn't really zone out the Death Prophet all that much, no? We'll see though, Scrim Esports, Troll Warlord. Okay, there it is. Pretty decent hero to go along with the Mars, but right now, private. Okay, they're going to go for the DP. I mean, TB, dili DP, TB. So, a little bit of a slip, pero right now, private. Well, they've already got their 5 heroes picked. Direkaron, Terrorblade. I think I might worry just a little bit as Seer has the Lion, Naslay Finger. They've got so much burst. They've got so much disables on the side of Scrim Esports, but at the same time, kay Private, they've got Osiris on the Oracle. Daghan case, pwede na niya ma-save ang kaning Terrorblade and di mabawg. Okay, seems like he'll be on the DK this time around, no? So, off-lane nga Dragonite, Snow gonna be on that position for nga Tuskar, and Kato, of course, on the mid lane. So, XRS Terrorblade karon as Scrim Esports, Wasagi on the Death Prophet. So, of course, that's gonna be a DP mid. Frankie YB on the Jakiro, Sierra on the Lion, and Lucy on the Troll Warlord. We'll see who will take this game and move on sa atuang finals, where they will be meeting against Midnight Mayhem. So, mauna na, no? Moving into the in-game view. So, mauna na. We're just waiting for our game to start. Diri karon. Yeah. Dugay na nila magsugod, no? Like, damn, that's... I guess nakasabot ko nga ang Captain's Mode kay madugay yung sugod sa sahay. Pero right now, okay, it's taking a little bit longer than I'm used to. Pero Jakiro, wow, those wings look really cool. Wow, that seriously looks badass. The heck? Is that an immortal? Is that an immortal? Unsa may kanang maapektuhan na dual breath ba na immortal ba na para sa dual breath or what? Okay. Man, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Those wings look really cool. Those look really awesome. And I would like to take a look at it right now as mag-roll call na sad tabalik. Honestly, I'm just looking for an excuse to do a roll call again because, damn, I want to look at this guy's wings. Like, seriously, those look hella cool. Wow. Breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. So right now, mythical. TI 8 rune. Wait. Unsa ni buhat? Unsa mabuhat ani niya? Modified liquid fire as well as macro fire. Okay.
Oh hell yes.
No wait. No. Mao gyapon ang liquid fire. Modified ice path and macro fire maybe. Yeah, kanang dual breath gikan sa usa pa ka, Let's see, tawag ni immortal maybe. We'll see. Okay, so kanay sa Ice Path, kanay sa Macro, and then kanay sa Dual Breath. Okay. Damn, that looks really cool. Seriously, that is something to die for. Amazing. So yeah, Frankie YB gonna be on that. Shakiro Usagi on the Death Prophet mid. Gonna be matched up against the Puck, of course, obviously. Pero right now, Lion ni si tawagan ni Sier. Nagtask siya ganiha and had a pretty good performance, so he might be able to pull this hero off. We'll see. Xanathan on the Mars. Yep, bago pa na.
Nakala 10 minutes boss. Dali boss. On. Dali boss.
Ang si tawag ni. Ang kaning usa kaning scream. Okay, so Gina, they are ready and they're up and available, and of course the classic portrait. A game of Dota is never complete without it. So yeah, ang Puck I guess magbutan lang siya da wards today. No, not using the illusory orb just yet, no. Okay, finally going to skill it up, pero where is he gonna place it? Like right on the high ground? I'm a little bit afraid of these, kanang magbutang na siya observer ward just a little too early. Okay, pwede na ma-scout sa kontra ng mid, especially if you're a DP with 335 movement speed. God damn, this set, is it Japanese themed? Okay, nice kimono. And the hairdo, I find it just a little bit weird with the color scheme that she has, but it looks pretty decent, I guess. Kano sa galing na release? Damn. Meanwhile, on DK, yeah, this set looks pretty cool too, pero I'm kind of just waiting for the remodel para sa DK eventually. Like, you'd expect nga magka-remodel na siya soon, right? Kay tungod lagi sa katong anime nga it went pretty decently well. You'd think with the popularity of that they'd remodel Mirana and DK soon. And when was the last time nga naka-remodel ta? I think it was 700, diba? Sa katong Enigma, Slardar og Slardar og Viper nga remodels. Like those were the last time nga nakahinumdum ko nga na-remodel, and then that's it. Nobody else got any. Like nagatag mga daghag arcana, nagatag mga bag-o nga hero, but nobody ever got remodeled after that. At least kanang in my memory. As kato ay okay, they're gonna be able to get the last hit today. So currently 2 for 2, pero si Usagi na pa siya mga creeps nga nabuhi today up on his high ground. Okay, 2 and 1. Right now, slight lead para kang Kato, of course, who got the range creeps. Pero right now, it's overall kanang pretty even for these two, as nobody going to die just yet. Top lane though, kay si Di Mabao, he's probably not living up to the name right now, as he's only got 2 last hits, being zoned out here by Frankie YB, and si Tascarnia kay mo cut lang sa siyaw creeps, just a little bit too late though. As he puts a sentry down, just trying to make sure nga dili ni makapull si Jakiro nato, and si Di Mabao kay hoping the creep wave finally pushes into him, as indeed it will. Not gonna be able to. Okay, only grabs a couple of creeps with that pull. Okay, excellent actually. I want to know that I need to go back and watch the replay and aron makahibaw ko unsay timing sa iyang pagbuhat ato, because goddamn, that is important to learn. Kana mga partial pull nga inana, you really need to know those kinds of timings so that you can push the lane back with just one pull, while at the same time denying so much sa kontra, which usually you can't really do with a single pull. Pero it's really important to learn, especially with these like mga camps nga dili kayo paspas makapatay og creeps, like the Wild Wings, of course, who deal so little damage. So yeah, just laying it out there, just nganong importante kayo ang kaning mga half pull dire. At least that's what I like to call it when I first found out about it. as XRS might be in a little bit of trouble here. Only 300 HP left. Fortune's End gonna come through, going to land onto the Mars, but it's not really going to do much as XRS might try to turn it around onto Sierra. He's also getting really low here on the Lion, but he has the Earth Spike up and available now, and XRS gonna get chased here. One more right click with the God's Rebuke going to come through as Seer. Can they get the return kill? Indeed, they will be able to with the Purifying Flames, but right now, Osiris getting very low himself. He does have 6 Swan charges, and now he will be able to use it with the stick. Wala pa si Nikao ng Tango though, so will survive. Still, regardless, will survive sa Sias top lane. Also, this DK dying here, so wait na sa Takadiot. Okay. Chill lang sa Takadiot, guys. 4 minutes approaching and both teams kay nagping-ping na sila dire. TB dying sa bottom lane. That's gotta be a huge blow against the Mars, who's going to eventually get that level 6. Like, goddamn, you cannot afford to give deaths away to a lane that will capitalize on any XP lead that they get and punish you once they hit their level 6 power spikes. Like this Mars, not a Arena of Blood, obviously, pero ang Lion said, obviously benefits from the Hex, benefits from the Earth Spike, and if he gets like a really fast level 6, he can just snowball out of control and help the other lanes sa ilahang pagdaog dire with these ganks coming through. So a lot of ganking potential there sa Mars o sa Mars o Lion nga lane. They have a lot of kill potential, a lot of rotation potential gikan sa Scrim Esports rather. "17 last hits here by the Troll Warlord." And siya pa dyan nakapatay sa... Okay, Diliday. Pero yeah, he got an assist for that, so extra gold. So I guess I can expect no nga ang kaning mga cores today all on top in terms of the net worth. And indeed, right now they all are, as the 3 of them leading currently in the net worth charts. XR, this puck not exactly far behind, but right now you can certainly feel it. This Scrim Esports currently has a bit of an XP and gold lead karon sa ato ang duwa. It's 4 minutes. Kato just able to grab the bounty rune as the double damage rune rather. And Usagi, well, mo D-ward lang sa siya kanaghan dere. And meanwhile, in the jungle, Puck as well as, the Oracle as well as the Lion just trading hits right now. TP gonna come through though. I don't think he knows a Snow. Only level 1. Oh no, the courier. Uh-oh. Somebody screwed up and the tag team gonna be used, but the Tuskar doesn't have the movement speed as Seer is just gonna get the hell away. 335 movement speed, but however, XRS has come through into the hood. He wants to try and get the kill, and indeed he will be able to as the right clicks. Gikan Kania as well as his illusions going to secure the kill onto the Lion, but used... I guess pa doon naman sa mahorot ang metamorphosis at to, so you might as well make use of it. Samtang pwede pa, right? They did get a kill on the courier though, so that is very important. Mura na mong nakakuha og kanang ikatulong a bounty rune here. And speaking of bounty runes, 5 minutes kay both the Tuskar as well as the Jakiro just going to steal runes from each other's high grounds. However, the only difference is that this guy might be able to get this bounty rune unya. And meanwhile, si Demabao kay, well, he's certainly having a difficult time here. There's a top lane as padona si Mabao dire. Bottom lane, meanwhile, kinamatay na sa dugbalik si XRS. This Lion just returning into the lane and they grab another kill. Anathan probably gonna have to shove this TB out of the lane, and this he might just have to start jungling with the illusions gana aniya. No, he's already got one Wraith Band. It should be enough for him to at least get a moderate farming speed dire karon as he cannot TP back into the lane. He knows kusgana kayo ning Mars as he's already got the level 6 as top lane. They're gonna make a rotation here onto Frankie YB, and indeed the Jakiro will die. So man lang no, nakakuha sila og kills, but right now 2k gold lead para sa Scream Esports as this tier 1 getting threatened here slowly, and now Arena of Blood gonna come through. The spear going to miss, but Snow still trapped inside of it. Can he juke his way out of it? He's gonna be able to survive. Nanasiay boots. They do not have the movement speed to chase as Anathan still able to keep this tier 1. I mean this siege creep alive right now. And Anathan still continuing to farm inside this bottom lane. And now Seer with the rotation here. Gikan Kangosagi, they should be able to get the kill on the Snow. Sagi is a very fast boy on his Death Prophet for 40 movement speed. And now without the siege creep, they're just going to be using these creeps to tank the tower hits. However, it doesn't really matter in the end as Sagi going to be more than happy to take these hits. Kay Kebaw siya nga mahilan rin gihapon siya sa iyahang exorcism as mid lane being pushed in here. And meanwhile, Di Mabaw going to die once again sa top. YB though, they're not going to go for more as mid lane taking a lot of damage here. Not going to die, however, so kalma lang sa top for now. As this DK dying twice already in the lane. However, Breathe Fire gonna come through. Snow level 3 pa yung taon siya. Wala pa siya Snowball. Has only a mango for maybe one spell. Pero dugay pa kayo ang iyahang shards and he doesn't want to go back in for a tag team. Seriously doubt it. So karon, he's just going to give a little bit of XP today para sa DK, who really needs it badly right now as he's been getting zoned out this entire time. And now they might even get a kill onto him once again as the Dragon Kill gonna come through. Breathe Fire onto Frankie YB, just going to try and dissuade the gank, pero still Lucy pretty much free farming the Karon. And meanwhile in the jungle, oh no, this TB doesn't have any points in the Sunder whatsoever. Now Anathan with the stuns as well as the God's Rebuke. He's just going to be finishing this Terrorblade off. And now they invade the jungle. They might even go for more here as the regeneration being used here by Isagi. He still doesn't have his ulti for 30, but still Dimabag not going to get the spear landing on top of him, but right now he's just stuck entirely as the Crypt Swarm going to finish him off. Dimabag, I'm certainly thinking he's not living up to his name as all 5 heroes today top. They will be able to push. Usagi though, gonna have to TP back in the mid lane. Aron dili ma-pressure sa puck. And he almost has the exorcism back up. No clarities though. As they scout the stack here. Punta na sila deep wardaan. They also have a ward here on the side of on the side of Private, pero how much can they really protect their jungle? I really don't think they can, because right now Scream Esports is just looking too damn strong. Seer already almost level 5. However, he may be out of position here as he rounded heat by 3 heroes. The Ice Path gonna come through, blocking Snow for now as the Dream Coil gonna be used here onto the Jakiro. They've already brought down one support. They might even be able to get another here as this Jakiro going to pop the magic wand. He will try to stay alive for now, but he won't be able to survive for long as Mars might be a little too deep here. Going to pop the magic wand. They do have the arena up and available once again as this Death Prophet still has the exorcism, and now the arena being used, but the spear going to miss once again. That's the 3rd time that's happened. Strike 3, he is out, but still Dimabag is going to die. At least they get to keep their tier 1 for now as Usagi going to get the 4th kill of this game. 4-0. Ang iyahang score dire karon as he steals the bounty rune, grabs the arcane eventually, and Seer already has the level 6 available, so Finger of Death already in the arsenal sa Scream Esports as right now 6k gold lead. Protect was already in this, Private rather, was already in the situation though, so they know how to play their way out of this. The problem is, are they going to be given any space whatsoever? I do not think so. As Seer once again with the Hex Finger coming through immediately. XRS not even being able to do anything. CD pa yung tao ng iyahang Sunder as Anathan grabs another with the magic damage from the spear. They bring the Terrorblade down. And now mid lane, Yules not going to land. Spear once again going to miss. This Mars has already missed Spear like 4 times already, but it still doesn't matter as it's a 6k gold lead karon para sa Scrim Esports, and they're just completely dominating this game. They want to be able to push mid this time around, though, as Usagi doesn't have EXO for 45 yet. And now Kato going to turn around with the Dream Coil, jukes his way out of this one as the jaunt gonna come through. He saves himself for now. However, bottom lane, Oracle going to die. He cannot kite Lucy. And now mid lane gonna get pressured still as 4 heroes being committed here para sa mid. It's taking them an awfully long time though. Stop getting pressured here with the siege creep. Nanay dragon form ning si DK nato, so he might be able to throw out a dragon tail maybe. I'm not really sure if he can pressure towers at this point. As Usagi, doon na siya makakuha sa iyahang exorcism karon. Madonna level 10 to Lucy as mid lane. Ay, Tuskar tried to get the kill onto Seer. He even used the uppercut for it, but now Snow going to get chased down with the exorcism being used by the DP. There's no way that he gets to live. Juan gonna be popped trying to delay the inevitable, but one final Crypt Swarm finishes the job. They do get a return kill though onto Seer. However, silence as well as the arena quickly Gigan Kanganathan as well as Usagi, and they'll grab the kill this time around. The spear no longer missing. And Anathan finally able to make it happen. 8k gold lead karon para sa Scrim Esports. All 3 of their cores just way ahead. The puck nga mauntay number 1 on the side of Private. He's just behind the Mars by 1.3k. Osiris, oh nice deny. Okay. He is gonna die for it though. So nice play, denying a little bit of gold para sa para sa Scrim Esports, but still in the very end they'll be able to get the kill on the position 5 Oracle, who doesn't even have his ulti just yet. However, Usagi with a setup into the air, the spear gonna come through as well. DK nowhere to go for you, my friend, as he's just getting silenced up. He's slowed by the siphon, and now Usagi will get another as Frankie YB gets credit for that one, but Anathan might be a little bit too deep here. Ice Path just a little too late, and the Mars going to die as they trade off laners. That is pretty big para sa Private. Can they get any more though? Murag dili isa as ang snowball kay CD pa in town. Frankie YB actually stacking it up here. Okay, I wonder why. Huh? Huh? Sa? Ano, sa 8k. 8k, 14 minutes in. Grabe kayong labaw. Perting ko lataha. 750 ang ato ang score dire karon. Yay, nako. Ay, nako. What can they possibly do here? Scrim Esports, delikado na kay sitwasyon sa Private. Unsa sa kahay ilang sunod buhaton. I mean, they probably can invade the jungle with the with the Arena of Blood, pero maybe maghuwat na sila sa Yules sa sa Mars perhaps. I mean, padung naman sad only lacks like 50 gold. So I guess it's really close na dire karon. Anathan going to walk into a ward. Meanwhile, scansad sila on the side of Scrim Esports. They use the exorcism. Gamay ra kay nag-cooldown. Right now, with a cooldown reduction, gikan sa Arcane Rune, and now they will be able to set up onto the DK with the Yule Scepter, gikan kang Usagi, and now there's no way that Diamavaug is not going to die as Snow. Well, he's also getting isolated here. He's all alone. Layo pa kayong iyahang backup, and speaking of backup, the puck is going to be here. Can they punish Usagi for diving a little bit too deep? No! The coil going to miss! mess, as Usagi just a little bit too fast for them to deal with. This Oracle desperately trying to keep himself alive. Can he even sustain himself? He used the wand as well as the false promise. Still though, not enough as Usagi with the damage. Gikan sa exorcism. They grab another one as this Death Prophet, oh boy, is she looking absolutely sexy with the plays as well as the setups coming through here. And now this Puck all alone. Wala na si Dream Coil available. Lucy just absolutely going ham here. They do not have the Oracle to try and save him. However, the stun's going to come through with the uppercut as well as the Dragon Tail. Are they going to be able to get the kill onto Lucy? No, they won't be, as the silence going to come through under the four of them. Once again, this Death Prophet just absolutely ruining everything for Private. And now, Anathan, well, he's already got the old scepter available. 1k lang ang kuwang sa iyahang Blink Dagger dire karon as they're going to try and pressure this tier 2 top. Frankie YB also lending his assistance with the liquid fire. Ni Max na siya sa Ice Path, no? So they have a ton of disables today on the side of Scream Esports. And now this Lion, hell, he's already got the Blink Dagger 17 minutes in. Excellent. Kuwangan na lang nila kay Vision dire as they do not have... Okay, nasa lay observer dire sa low ground, pero besides that, no, wala kay sila Vision in the side of the jungle. However, Anathan, oh no, Arena Spear immediately, as well as the God's Rebuke. There's nowhere he can go as the Macro Pyre as well as the Ice Path being laid out. The setup from Anathan, too much for XRS, and now the stun going to land onto the two of them. One God's Rebuke, and now Snow is going to die as well, and Usagi wants to get some kills of his own. Pamilin sa din town. Uy, Mars, naka-triple kill na siya. Only the DK surviving just because he's nowhere to be found. Zero impact so far. This offlane DK just not paying off here for Private. And they've been in this kind of situation before. Only difference is it's much, much worse now. As this Death Prophet just absolutely balling. And, well, Scream Esports not giving them any kills to work with here. They're just completely soaking up all of the farm. And now the spear onto the DK. He's going to get pinned onto a tree. The silence too for good measure just to be able to make sure Ngadili can turn around with a stun. However, the snowball going to come through. They're just going to try and save the DK, but it's looking really desperate now as the heal's going to come through. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it will be able to for now as the sustain going to come through. But now the silence, the spear is going to come through, brings him back. Where are you going? You thought you were safe, buddy? No, you're not going to be. As this Scrim Esports team, my God, 16k gold lead, 723. And Private not being given any of these kills. It's nowhere near as sloppy as Gemini was earlier, and it's just way cleaner ang execution nila. Bahalag mo miss pang Mars sa kadaghan sa iyang spears. They're just able to recover. They smashed the lanes, and now 16k gold lead as they're just soaking up all of the farm on the map. They're not giving Private anything whatsoever, and Private, they cannot even push, and they cannot even send anyone outside to try and push the dead lanes because there's just so much pickoff on the side of Scrim. I mean, it's just so much to deal with. And now the blink coming through. Gikan sa Lion. No additional follow-up though as the stun going to come through finally. And now the Edict will be there to try and protect the Puck. However, the stun's coming through onto both the Tusker as well as the Puck. He needs to use himself up into the air to try and sustain. However, Snow is going to be the sacrifice right now, and XRS, Yule Scepter up into the air. Dream Coil though going to land onto two. It's pretty good. Do they have enough damage? Yes, they do. As Usagi gonna get taken out with the Purifying Flames, Gikan Kang Osiris, they will be able to end that streak. So that is something big for them. However, of all the heroes you could have given the kill to, it was the Oracle. I mean, I guess it was necessary, but now the Puck going to go in. Yos going to dodge the Ice Path with the phase shift, and now Lucy, he has the battle trance. Right now, though, he is getting kited as he walks up into the high ground, still being disarmed. He's trying to lifesteal his back up, and now he will get taken out as the tower going to grab that kill. And now Frankie YB going to have to disengage, but he's got a Fortune Zen chasing him. This Jakiro might be in a world of trouble, a world world of hurt right now as Private. They want to be able to take their revenge. They want to get as many of these pickoffs as possible. He tries to TP out, but he won't make it as the uppercut interrupting him. Where are you going, buddy? They finally bring him down as a convincing team fight para sa Private, but still a 17k gold lead. They've just got so much to deal with right now. And now the blinking, Yikan can share the... the follow-up is too much. This Puck not able to survive anything that they throw his way. This Lion just looking too damn fierce right now. Already 3 stacks sa iyahang finger. Bahalag taas kay cooldown ng iyahang ulti. They're still able to make use of it. And now, Private once again down by 18k karon. Scrim Esports, they're just whacking away at the buildings. They're about to claim the final tier 2 on the side of Private. And there it is. Already destroyed karon gikan sa siege creep. That's going to be an easy push para nila as they should be walking up into the high ground soon. Will they? Okay, maragdili sa RS ang ilahang goal dire karon. They want to make sure nga ang Troll Warlord kay dili na siya mausab. Kausa na lang sa iyahang pag-out of position. Pero yeah, they want to be able to finish it this time around. Will they get any kills whatsoever here? Right now, si Lucy kay mag-farmer sa siya sa iyahang triangle. Yes, si Seer just trying to top himself up with the mana. Aron refresh na siya sa iyahang paglayat at balik. He's already got the blink dagger and padung na siya makuha sa iyahang interlensad as the smoke gonna come through. Pero how much can they really do? Only the Puck can possibly jump as now Anathan, oh no, with the arena going to catch 3 stun as well. Gikan sa Lion, excellent earth spike. Hex as well onto the Puck, just making sure nga wala na kayo siya mabuhat dire karon as the ice path gonna get laid out. This Puck going to be silenced as well. Yules himself up into the air trying to set up for his survival, but now the false promise being forced onto the Puck just to try and save their mid laner as Usagi taking a lot of HP away from Private Gaming as the sustained Gikan sa Siphon silence onto the 3 heroes and now Snow as well as XRS. They cannot even do anything as the Puck eventually going to die. They even use the false promise to bring him back to life, but well, Osiris is the only one surviving for now. And this Oracle, the lone survivor para sa Private, as 4 heroes dying. And now, okay, they've got the stuns, they've got the roots available. Anathan though, going to throw the spear out. You'll Scepter onto the Oracle, making sure nga wala na sila follow up, and they continue to push mid lane. Hala, oy. Ninduta ra sa execution dere sa Scream. Private. How much can they really do as the jump in once again from Anathan going to catch 2. Oracle gonna get silent so he cannot even edict. And now Usagi with a setup into the air. This DK trying to run up, trying to play aggressive, but now the Siphon gonna be used onto the 2 of them. They might even get a kill onto Anathan at least, but he's got the wand charges as well as the blink, so he will be able to disengage as Dima Bao going to die once again. XRS, he does have the Sunder available, but is he gonna be able to use it? He will be, but right now he's just getting dove here into the fountain. Lucy just does not give a crap whatsoever as the Ghost Scepter finally being picked up here. He wants to make sure nga dili siya mamatay while fountain diving, and indeed he will survive with the Ghost, and he will be able to get away. Anathan though going to die, but how much do these kills really matter, as right now they're just going to go for racks on the side of Scrim Esports. Kita naman ko aning salida aba. Ay. Lucy now, tier 4s. Maone ang ilaha tirada SNY with the Troll Warlord. They're just pushing. They're just pushing and pushing and pushing. And this guy looks like goddamn Goku right now with how fast he is hitting. This man is on Ultra Instinct as the Yule Scepter up into the air, but the Hex going to come through. Gikan sa Lion, making sure nga dili ka follow up ang Puck. However, he's out of position as the Blink Gikan kang Dima Bao. They're going to be able to get the Lion at least, but still Lucy just going to work. He's just absolutely hamming right now. He's just slamming and jamming and slapping them all in the faces as Private. My God, unsa pa man nilang mabuhat ano yung tao ni? They're down 2 lanes of racks. 31k na ang labaw sa Scrim, ha? This is just a nightmare to deal with. Ay. My God. Scrim Esports. Now the spear. Kihuat. Ayay, nice bait with the ward. However, the root is going to come through. Anathan cannot follow it up. However, Usagi, he's jumping into the back lines. He's just absolutely feeling himself right now. But the uppercut going to be there, making sure nga dili siya makasustain with the heals. And he doesn't even get to use his wand, as Anathan's though still hasn't had enough. He's going to jump in once again, but the Sunder will be there para sa TB. He will survive for now as XRS gets to keep his life, and now Frankie is going to be next. He's the one in trouble this time around as he's surrounded by 3 heroes. Ice Path going to get laid out, only landing onto the TB as this puck going to juke him out. Lucy though, okay, nag 1-by-1 lang sa sila for now. He already has the E-Blade up and available, but not going to be able to use it just yet, as Bema Baug as well as Kato both going to die as the disabled Geek and Lion. Just too much for them to deal with currently. And now the snowball going to come through. They're just throwing corpses after corpses after corpses at Smith. Oh my God, Scrim just finished them off already. God damn it. They're already up 2 lanes of racks, 31k ang labaw, and it's going to be a triple para sa Troll Warlord. Oh. Okay. This line steals the Ethereal Blade. Hala, oy. They're just feeling themselves right now. They're just playing with their food. Absolutely toying here. And as pessimistic as this may sound, I do not think that Private can fight back this time around. As the Yos Scepter setting up once again. XRS though does have the BKB, so he will survive for now, but wala sila yung meta. Okay, Dream Coil going to land onto the 2 of them. The arena will prevent the auto attacks from coming through. However, Osiris from outside the arena going to be able to get the kill onto the air. The buyback going to come through. Geek and Lion. Lucy trying to man fight the Terrorblade. He does not have the... Okay, he does have the Sunder up and available, but how much can he really do with it as he ends up getting bursted here by Lucy with the Ghost? Oh my goodness, Osiris going to be the last to fall as GG finally called here. Demabao going to die a final time. 17-41. Mauna ang ato ang final score dire karon as it's complete domination gikan sa Scrim Esports. So congratulations kanila. They will be going to move. They're going to move on sa ato ang finals dire karon against Midnight Mayhem. So mauna na for now, no? We'll be taking a little bit of a short break. Salamat sa inyo pag-appeal, Private, and thank you for showing us that game against Gemini. But for now, unfortunately, you're gonna have to say goodbye. Scrim Esports will take this one away. And Scrim gets to move on sa atuang finals. We'll see kung kinsay makadaog. Is it gonna be Midnight Mayhem or Scrim Esports? Tune in to find out. For now, we will take a little bit of a short break and allow us to make this transition.
Left side, bro.
Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
May taas na nagmaya. Ay, Zulista!
Pad, Birdson. Ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
So nila pero na sun. Ayo oy. Basta nanay Klo.
Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang, choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ibabalik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James. Lakewood will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1-minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson. Ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
So nila pero na sun. Ayo oy. Basta nanay Klo.
Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang, choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ibabalik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson. Ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun? Ayo oy. Basta nanay close.
Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James. Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 versus 4, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A Sunscream invasion.
Pad, Birdson. Ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun? Ayo oy. Basta nanay close.
Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Hey, we're back. Early Summer Sunscream, let's go. Final tuloy na to sa ato ang day 3 of our Early Summer Sunscream. South GG is about to get this show going. Midnight Mayhem versus Scream Esports ang magkontract karon. Maoni ang ato ang best of 3. Hey! So, mauna na guys. Midnight Mayhem versus Scream Esports. Nag-draft na sila. So, let's head into the bands. IO, of course. Hala, oy, nagana dyan ng mga teams no, nga nahadlo kayo sa Wisp diri karon no. Damn, like a lot of these teams are just trying to avoid cheese as much as possible. I guess I don't think I've even seen a Wisp being picked at all sa Early Summer Sunscream. So I guess inanalanjud na sila ka cautious, ka careful. They just do not want to be able to face a cheese hero. And well, speaking of cheese heroes, Alchemist is already banned, as well as Scream Esports. Pick sila og pack diri karon, nothing too out of the blue. Naman dyan na, di ba? Kung dili mabaan ang pack, you gotta pick it immediately, otherwise you lose, right? I mean, they did pick puck earlier sa side sa private, pero they did end up losing to Scrim Esports. Pero yeah, this hero's just too good. This hero's just too good. He makes too many things happen. He counters too many heroes, and I'm expecting him to get nerfed soon. Actually, you know what? I'm not really sure if ilahang sang i-nerf ang leash mechanic along with this, pero we'll see. So right now, Midnight Mayhem, they've got the Nyx Assassin. Obviously, sa mga counter sa puck, mana burn will affect him a lot. Okay, tungod sa fact na int hero siya sa puck. Ay, nako, sa baas pwede. Anyway, ang kaning Nyx Assassin kay maulag ito, Karapis kay going to land on pretty much most of these spells. Like the only way nga ang pa kay dili may go sa Karapis ni Nyx Assassin during these fights is if dili jud siya mo avoid. If dili jud siya mo gamit og spells bisag kanos because goddamn, there's so many AoE stuff going on gikan sa puck, and all of that just free for the Nyx Assassin to interrupt. As Midnight Mayhem, well, they're going to start this draft off with picking 2 supports, Nyx Assassin as well as the Phoenix. And meanwhile, Scrim Esports, nikuha silang Tuskar as well as the puck. Tusk, obviously, it's really good at buying time for a couple of heroes. Really can buy time. You can cancel TPs with this guy. You can initiate. You can save. You can like waste BKBs. You can block people. So yeah, it's kind of like the modern day Earthshaker, no, except wala lang siya kanang marag big team fight nga ulti. Instead, it's like a lot more focused sa skirmishes. It's pretty decent at that. Like you've got a lot of options on this Tusk hero. Maobitang dako kay siya like for a position 4, he's got a pretty solid win rate sa to ang major, despite being first most picked nga position 4 in the meta. So 728 has been really kind to this Tuskar. He has returned to the meta triumphantly, and well, I'm just glad that we were able to see this hero once again, and it's looking really good right now. And I'm not even sure if nerf ba siya ni Ice Frog sa pakatinuod lang, because I mean Tuskar seems fine, right? Like he doesn't really seem like he's outright broken. It's just that he just has so many options going for him nga. Like even if usarang kanang mga main nga role niya, which is obviously support, he's still able to do a ton, even in games where he's losing and even in games where he's missing out on net worth. Anara dyan ang Tuskar, guys. So mao ni ang Midnight Mayhem, muban sila og Juggernaut dire karon, as well as the Weaver, 2 heroes who don't really care all that much about the Phoenix or the Nyx Assassin. So yeah, they're just making sure nga dili sila matuyukan, and Juggernaut in particular a very good counter to the Phoenix kay dili siya maslohan sa iyang attack speed when he tries to go for the egg. Kay of course nasiya ka ng magic immunity, and the Nyx Assassin said kay doesn't really like going against the Juggernaut kay of course you cannot carapace against a spell immune Blade Fury Juggernaut. So yeah, pretty basic right now. Scrim Esports. Oh yeah, wala ko naka-istorya bahin sa ban sa Scrim, no. They banned out the Timber Saw. They've banned out the the Beastmaster. Yeah, the Beastmaster ban, I can understand kay ilahang protektaan ang ilahang puck as much as possible. Pero the Timber, I'm not really sure here. Are they trying to protect anything in particular? I mean, like, maybe they can go for something like a strength nga safe lane carry, perhaps. Something that would have gotten crapped on by Timber Saw if wala pa siya ni ban. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Ato alang yung tanawon as right now, shout out lang sa ko kang John Carl Villarreal as well as Randall Patingo. Salamat sa inyong pagtutok dire as well as the 10 viewers who are tuning in. Mauna niya nga to ang finals best of 3 ni Midnight Mayhem. Makuha sila og Razor. Hey. I think this is the first time that I have seen it today. No, like we have watched it a couple times go to town yesterday, and it's just absolutely owned on this hero. It was really good. Like it was so good. I mean, it's just an absolute lane dominator. Nindot kay siya against the Juggernaut. Nga nakalane siya niya, and like overall, it's pretty it's pretty versatile right now. Kanang this Razor, obviously kay pwede na siya mukawat og damage against whoever's in the mid lane while harassing them at the same time. It just gets better and better the longer that the leash goes on. And also kanang most carries in the meta are melee this time around, no? So daghan kay mga vulnerable nga pwede makawatan sa Razor. In fact, the only thing that I can think of nga dili kayo makawatan niya is like kaning Puck as well as kaning sa tawag kanang Death Prophet kay ang Void Spirit kay still needs the he still needs the level 6 to be able to break it effectively niya. Bahala mo dissimulate pa siya kay makawatan na gihapon siya sa Razor no matter where he goes kay even while he's under the ground kay makawatan na gihapon siya og damage niya. Ang Ember said kay obviously kay kinahanglan pa siya sa level 6 before he even gets anything going on sa iyahang mobility. As Grim Esports going to go for the Grim Stroke. Okay, not a lot of single target heroes nga ilahang makumbuhan dire so far, no? Pero well, they're going to go for some lockdown. Of course, ang Phoenix doesn't want to get silenced. Next Assassin doesn't want to get silenced. Like most of these heroes on the side of Midnight Mayhem, no, dili sila ganahan nga mapugnan sa Soulbind, and most of them get stopped in their tracks by like the Puck as well as the Grimstroke dire karon. So even if there's not really a lot of like single target nga combos, they're still going to be doing fine here sa ato ang duwa. As Dragonite being picked up here by Midnight Mayhem. Like I was actually just thinking pwede ra unta sila makuha og kanang dili Puck kanang sa tawagan kanang Nature's Prophet kay pwede ra sila makakuha og kanang double sprout gali niya makait ra nila angos sa samtang na silence siya, and they just whack the other guy to death. But with the DK being picked up by Midnight Mayhem, I guess they're not going to go for the Prophet. Instead, mo pick sila og Morphling dire karon, who is should be pretty decent against the Razor, since he's one of those rare few kanang ranged nga safe lane carries who's able to survive the meta. I mean, Drow is pretty dead, Clinks is pretty dead, Sniper is pretty dead. Like the only one of the only few viable heroes nga ranged left in the carry position is probably Morphling as well as Gyrocopter, and we know Gyro doesn't really want to deal with the Razor. Okay, most of his damage comes from being up close and personal, which the Razor, of course, is probably one of the best heroes when it comes to punishing that kind of playstyle. So Scrim, okay, they grab the Morph. Na sila they've got a crap ton of damage with the agility nga aniya, and pwede na siya mabuak sa leash with the waveform that he has. So taas ba kayong cooldown ang kining Razor sa iyahang second skill, so might need to be careful about using that against the Morphling if this is an offlane Razor. But more likely than not, okay, we have seen Team Liquid with it playing mid, so I'm more inclined to believe nga basing mahimo ning mid Razor. Or you know what, Actually, the options are still open since ang Razor o DK kay pwede man sila mahimong kanang positions 2 and 3. Like both of them can just swap positions. Ang Razor pwede ma-mid, ang DK offlane. Yeah, DK sad pwede ma-mid. Yeah, Razor offlane. Kind of play like a downgraded Death Prophet, no? Nga mo magpush-push lang sa mga waves. Just be really tanky, be really annoying, and just take towers like very early on. And that kind of play style. Pero we'll see. Midnight Mayhem. Already got 4 heroes. But right now, I think ganahan ko sa you know what? I'm actually not sure just who to root for now. But okay. Lycan being picked up by Scrim Esports. I don't think I've seen it lose a single game yet sa atoang series today. Like, not in the last 2 days nga nagka-cast ko. I don't think I've seen it lose just yet. So I am going to go for the Lycan here. Since para nako lang ha, medyo kuwang-kuwangan ko sa gikuwangan ko sa wave clear today gikan sa Midnight Mayhem. They have a lot of creep pushing potential gikan sa like they have a lot of ways to be able to clear these creeps. Pero okay, Underlord getting picked up. Interesting fact. Underlord he actually has a losing matchup against Lycan sa Southeast Asian DPC. Pero is it going to be the same here? Okay, on paper, Underlord definitely does counter the Lycan. It counters a lot of what he wants to do. He reduces the damage with the third skill nga naa niya. He has a lot of catch para sa mga summons as well as AoE damage gikan sa Firestorm, which also scales by the way. So we'll see which one of these offlaners is going to have the advantage today karon. Midnight Mayhem versus Scrim Esports. This is going to be the beginning of a best of 3. We'll see if we are going to be forcing the distance today karon. Magka-third game pa ba? Or will this end early para sa Midnight or sa Scrim? We'll see. So, predictions. I think I need to make one. You know what? I'm just going to have to go with the Lycan. Just screw it. I don't think there's anybody that can stop the Morphling on the side of Scrim Esports. I mean, yeah, the Underlord is going to be annoying to deal with para sa Morph, pero overall, I just do not think that this Morph is going to get zoned out whatsoever. So, yeah, kasali ko sa Morph diri karon, and I believe in Scrim. So yeah, mauna ni ang atuang game 1. We'll be starting now. There we go. So Sagi rush na siya daan padung sa mid lane, although si Keys pretty fast himself. Already 355 rather movement speed gamit ang boots of speed. Already has the ward as well. So you gotta wonder just where exactly ang iyahang pagbutang diri karon. Oy. Salamat. So Phoenix, asad siya boots otro. Observer ward, gibutang na daan ni Usagi. I don't think any of these other teams are going to be scouting each other's observer wards. As right now, naipingan ni Gawas. Pananabaghan nila nga na observer ward diha dapita. I'm not sure if they can even scout that out. Kay naman sa ilahang kaugalingong high ground ang ward dire ni Puck. So I don't think they scouted that out. Not with a ward, not with a hero, definitely not. So I don't think makadi-ward sila, or at least I don't think nga nasa sila ebidensya to be able to accurately predict nga naa sila ward diha. So yep, right now ang Lycan kay up top right now, so they want to be able to get the tri lane, which is going to be favorable unta against the Razor. But right now, nice read gikan sa Midnight Mayhem as they swap these lanes around. Eren gonna be going up into the top lane. Of course, Lycan does not want to go against this Razor. He might have the summons, but of course he's still a melee hero who only has 305 movement speed against a hero with a stun and a hero who can steal your damage by coming close to you. So yeah, mauna nino. Phoenix going to TP dito sa bottom lane. And now Lucy padayon magihapon siya sa iyahang pag-farm dire, as already he's actually getting very low dire. This is the time where they want to harass the Morphling as much as possible. Samtang level 1 pa siya because he cannot really kanang phase shift. I mean, phase shift naman kanang strength shift all that fast just yet. So he's not really all that survivable sa laning phase karon. As D&D as well as Oracle Bacolod, they're going to try and harass this Morphling as much as possible. As this Phoenix just going to throw out a couple of Fire Spirits, but on Courier, they might have to be a little bit careful here. Frankie, YB, he's getting slowed a lot here. Is he gonna die for this? Okay, I do not think so, as Phoenix, okay, going to interrupt the salve actually. So Grimstroke is probably gonna have to run back to base and TP back into the lane, pero that is more than worth it. Naka-waste ka sa panahon sa imuhang mga kontra. You gave solo XP to the Morphling, and well, kanangan siya tawag gani? Oy. Freeze on the touch screen. Okay. Okay. So, mauna na. Okay. Sorry, medyo dili kay ka-responde since naman tayo dili nagmay sa sa stream to prevent stream sniping sad. Pero right now, Eren dito sa top lane kay medyo hayahay na kay siya karon. Like kay he's struggling. That is going to be an understatement, as currently 3-0 siya against this Razor who's got 6 last hits and 5 denies top lane. He's just absolutely dominating, already has the Wraith Band, and I wouldn't be surprised if makakuha siya kanang early Yules dire karon, as right now, okay. Okay, tag team being used here. Eren though going to suck the damage out, as Seer gonna have to disengage. We've already seen the Tusk performance niya, and it wouldn't be surprised if he gets a nice ice block. However, kuwangan ra ang ilahang lockdown ay wala sila'y snowball right now. So mo disengage lang sa sila once again. Murag sa obvious. Ay, ano? Pero, okay, mid lane kay JT, just trading hits today with Usagi. I guess he's not gonna get zoned out here whatsoever by the puck dire karon, no, since kahira kayo ng DK. And this is just one of the rare few mid-heroes nga Puck doesn't really have any kill potential on. As JT, okay, nice breathe fire as bottom lane. They're actually gonna get the kill onto Frankie YB. Lucy, though, getting very low himself. He's desperately trying to strength shift up. Oracle Bacolod, can he get away? They'd have the waveform on the Morphling. Can he get in range? He will not be able to land it onto him as the right clicks. Kuwangan ra ang damage kikan kang Lucy. They won't be able to get rid of Underlord. And meanwhile, top lane, mamatay pa si Anathan og balik. I mean, I say mamatay balik, but that's the first time he died. But still, these lanes looking really good, really sharp right now para sa midnight Oh, okay, Lucy. Dili sa sila makakill dire karon. Still though, going to try and apply pressure with the with Frankie TPing back to the lane. Bag-o pa siya ni balik dire. Going to try and get as much harass off as possible sa Underlord, as right now this Morphling shifting into full agi. Aron makagamit na nila pag-ayo ang kaning salve dire. And indeed they will be able to bring this Morphling back up to full. But still, these lanes looking really nice karon para sa midnight. JT, 25 last hits, 16 denies. So, wow, this guy's pretty much just owning Usagi right now. Just getting all of these last hits, all of these denies. He's not even phased a little bit by this puck. Nga, wala pa hintayon si Botilia right now. Gikawatan pa dyan siya bounty rune dire sa bot. So, ayahay. Ayahay na kayo. Ayahay na kayo ang DK dire karon. So mag-chill lang sa ta dire karon, no? As it's a 2K gold lead, 5 minutes in. Nakita naman siguro kung ano yung salida, Pero Lucy, Dili siya masugot nga papareha na sad ni sa mga games nga naka-stop ang si tawag gani ang Midnight. Pero right now, mid lane ay ginutan dire. He's going to land that stun onto Usagi. However, Tuskar might be a little bit out of position here. Are they gonna get a kill onto anybody at all? I don't think they will, as Morphling kay Mustang shifts sa siya balik. Mid lane, okay. Once again, nice stun onto Tugi and Kankis. He's just been absolutely on point here on this next assassin. However, they will be able to turn it around onto JT with a tag team, as the damage just gonna be a little bit too much for him to deal with. He bit more than he could chew dito. He has the advantage sa last hits as well as the denies, but this time around, okay, this Puck going to grab that kill on the DK with the assistance of his Tuskar, and that's gonna be more than worth it. They need more of those kind of pickoffs if they want to come back into this game, as Lucy get pretty low here. There is a bottom lane. Right click's going to come through as well as the strength shift, so he will survive for now. Eesh. 1 HP. This man's living on the edge right now. God damn. So ang Puck, rotate siya top lane, pero ay. Hello. Just Razor just barely surviving. Wala pa dyan siya ni Koha sa iyang ulti ha, so they didn't even need it, as they just playing defensively right now on the side of Midnight Mayhem. They're not feeling the need to play aggressive. Like, the only person nga ni-rotate sa mapa is this next assassin. So right now, shout out kang Ralph Cedric Taroha. Ralph Cedric Taroha, shout out kanimo. I hope you're having fun diri sa ato ang YouTube stream sa south.gg. Grabehan naglabaw sa sa last hits diri sa net worth sa Midnight Mayhem, as right now 40 last hits, 20 denies on this DK. He's just been absolutely having a blast diri sa mid lane, and this Razor Sat not doing too shabby himself. 39 and 10 against Lycan, who's probably one of the best heroes when it comes to securing denies as well as last hits. They're just getting outclassed right now, as this mid lane in a world of hurt. Mauni ang ako ang gistoryaan, as this DK hero sa mid lane, he's kind of like a more durable Death Prophet who might not have the same impact sa team fights, pero he does excel at pushing the same as her, as he's able to do a lot of tower damage. They has a tier 1 mid, and they will be able to pressure Drikaron as he continues right-clicking this tower. They are gonna need to bring some supports there. There is a mid lane just to be able to grab that kill. However, Lycan getting really low himself. He doesn't have the Metamorphosis just yet, and he is running really low actually, but on DK, he's not going to get blocked here by the shards, and they committed 4 heroes. Naiduha ka hero nga ni TP diha sa mid lane to try and kill the DK, but instead they won't even be close to bringing him down. As top lane, meanwhile, free farm kayo ning Razor. They're just gonna deny the mid tower, but top lane tier 1, there's nobody to try and deny it. There's nobody to try and gank this Razor, and this guy is having pretty much a free lane. Fun time diri karon para sa para sa Midnight Mayhem. I guess the only hope na lang na nabili nila is this Morphling, who is having a decent time farming bottom. 47-8. Doesn't exactly have as many denies as those above him in terms of the CS, pero hala lakas idol Frankie YB. Maon din yung gusto pataan, pero right now he might be in a little bit of trouble here, as Lucy as well as the Tusk are both going to melt. However, Oracle, they can get the return kill at least with the Puck rotating in. The stun going to come through, but a nice strength shift in time. Gikan sa Morphling, as the Dream Coil going to be used to try and disengage here. The DK wasting his time. There is a bottom lane. They won't be able to get anybody, as the Bounty Rune, nice steal Gikan sa Puck. They will be able to get those, plus a couple of kills bottom, without giving any, with only giving away the Tuskar. So that is pretty big, pero still 4K gold lead here para sa Midnight Mayhem. They're going to try and make a play onto JT. However, the Supernova is going to come through. Lucy melting slowly here. Now they're bringing in the numbers. They take down the Supernova, but it is an absolutely horrible position to be in para sa Scrim Esports, as 2 already falling. Make that 3, as both supports dead, as well as the carry Morphling. that was the person that they needed to protect, and they're just not going to be able to, as right now Scrim behind by 4K, 8-4 ang atuang labaw, so it might not seem like it's a big lead para sa para sa tawagan para sa para sa Midnight, pero still when it comes to the net worth as well as the towers, you can certainly tell that they are in the lead already. 3 tier 1s being taken, and man, I wouldn't be surprised if Midnight is just able to just invade the jungle soon, as this Razor already has the boots of travel, so paspas na kaining bata sa iyahang pagdagandagan around the map. They've got a lot of pushing potential. They've got a lot of wave clear here on the side of Midnight, as the Fire Spirit's going to slow the summons down. There's no way this Phoenix is dying today. And hell, he can even afford to be a little bit more greedy. No, not going to max the Sun Ray, but instead going to go for the Fire Spirit's max sa iyahang build. Just going to go for more DPS, more farm sa iyahang Phoenix, because he knows nga, well, you can outscale these guys. All we need to do is chill and not give any lead away. We can push anytime we want, and we can push the pace of the tempo anytime we feel like it. As right now, the rotation here, 4 heroes being committed in the mid lane, but the Sunray gonna keep this DK alive. The sustain isn't gonna be enough. JT gonna reduce the damage, and he will indeed end up surviving as DMD with the kill on the Lycan. He got trapped in the middle of 4 heroes, this si Anathan, and now ay hala. Grabe na kayo, kalungkutan para sa Scream Esports, as the Dark Rift gonna come through. And well, ipinsa lang sa ning Underlord dito sa bottom lane, just making sure nga dili maka-recover ang Scream Esports with the towers. However, bottom lane, they're going to jump here onto this Underlord, and he's going to die. Bottom lane, Lucy going to grab the kill onto Oracle Bacolod. They will grab the return kill onto Seer though, with the tower being taken. And speaking of Seer, shout out kang Raziel, as well as sa imong BF Seer na all. So right now, kinahanglan pa mabawi ang Scream Esports diri karon. 4K na ang labaw sa Midnight. Not a comfortable spot to be in if you are Scream, since the only person who's in the same league in terms of net worth with your opponents is this Morphling. I mean, look at this guy. Ang kaning Grimstroke, luoy kay siya tanaw. No, only 1K net worth 13 minutes in. That is such a poor boy, as he's gonna get blocked off here. Throws the stun out though, so he will be able to survive for now, but eventually the silence gonna come through and he will get taken out, as Frankie going to die here as well as the mid lane, as Aaron going to trade hits a little bit with Lucy, maybe not, as Oracle Bacolod, he's coming in. Hala, Randil Patingo, lol, ako po BF ni CR, legit mafia boss here. Hala, nanay nag-away dito sa comment section na to. Hala, oy. Pero right now, the snowball gonna come through. Gikan ka CR, they want to turn it around onto Oracle Bacolod, and now they will be able to grab that kill with the magic damage. It's gonna be enough, as well as the tag team. So CR grabs that kill. Ilahang masecure ang Underlord, and right now, the lead down to 3K. Hi. Dream Coil, mid lane, D&D going to fall here. Napadjut sila. I mean, they've committed like 4 heroes to this mid lane, and now they're just stuck with nowhere to go. JT just going to try and farm, going to try and recover, pero ang kaning Morphling already wala na lang nato nabantayan kay padung na siya labaw dire, padung na siya makaapas dire sa net worth, as he's number 2 currently. Already has the Yasha as well as the the Morbid Mask. So maybe in terms of like getting core items, this isn't really the fastest in the world, pero when you consider nga he's been kind of screwed sa lane, and ang mga kontra niya kay kusog kayo makakuha towers, kay of course he's doing a decent job coming back, as this next assassin as well as the rest of Midnight, they're being hidden by the smoke. Butang lang sila deep wards nila, and they want to be able to play inside of Scrim's jungle. As the lead is down to 2K, they want to be able to make sure nga mo secure lang gihapon sila pressure sa mapa, just to be able to keep the lead. As Seer, ayay, walking into the trap. He's surrounded by 4 heroes. There's no way he's gonna be able to survive, but the Metamorphosis is gonna be used here. Ang Phoenix, gigukod na siya direct karon sa mga minions, and he will be able to take down the Phoenix. Wala siya mana para magamit sa iyang Supernova, as now might be in a little bit of trouble here as Midnight, they're out of position. Dream Coil onto only the DK, but it might be enough as they bring down a third here, and now Lucy has come in. He wants to join the party. He wants to get some kills, as well as Aaron with the mega kill streak on the sidelines. Nakuha na nila ang Grimstroke na kill, and now Anathan himself is going to be in a little bit of trouble here as Usagi already gets the double onto Oracle Bacolo. Now JT is going to be next to fall here, so that is going to be technically a 4 for 2, and now Usagi chasing forward onto Aaron. Oh boy, he's going to try and wait up onto the high ground. However, sucking the damage, it might not be enough as 2 heroes still trying to chase onto him, but now the backup is coming through, and now the Supernova being used here. They want to be able to zone out Scrim. It might be a little bit overkill here as the next assassin was already there, pero they'll still use the Metamorphosis. I mean, they still use the Supernova Parato. They want to be able to get that kill as Lucy, grabs the tier 1, and he should be able to waveform himself out. Yep, indeed he does escape to the low ground where he gets an invis. Buhera sa siya for now. Talo na tong Scream Esports. Same pala tayo yun ng GF. Hello eh. Nag-away sa comments. You know, ano na. Razor kay Nanay Boots of Travel, pero with his teammates dying dito, it's like a 4 for 3. So overall, not very worth it, as now the initiation Dream Coil waveform. He's surrounded by 3 heroes here. The next assassin trying to come and help out, pero not going to be able to make it in time as the tips coming through onto the Razor. They're just trying to tilt this man out of existence, and now JT getting chased here. Do they have the lockdown? Okay, Nanang Taxidre, they want to be able to get away. Oh wait, Masud Bang DK? Okay, he's not going to be able to, but he himself will escape for now. As the Ice Shard, of course, not able to block the portal. As now, Keys going to try and TP out with the protection of the Carapace, but it's not going to be enough. As the Kritsky kan kang Anathan going to make sure nga matiwasan ang Nyx Assassin karon. So maona nin, no? As mid lane, JT in a lot of trouble as well. I think it's safe to say that they've completely turned it around. Whatever map control they had, whatever push they had in the early game, I'm pretty sure that advantage is all gone now. As this DK is most likely going to start to wane. Paano na siya makuha ang BKB, no? Pero like this DK without that many items, sa may mabuhat niya yung tao, no? Like, yeah, he provides a stun. Yeah, he has tower push, but doesn't really do all that much damage. And ang Razor pa Junila trying to go for a BKB. They're really needing to hit these mid-game timings. Kay they really don't scale all that well against the Puck and against a Morphling. Like pag early game, ang Puck kay dili kaya siya kakill sa DK, but eventually he's gonna get stuff like a Dagon or a Veil or an Ethereal Blade. Daghan kayong mga samok against Midnight. We'll see on sa buhato nila this time around how they're going to try and secure this top lane. They've still got the deep ward. Wala dyan nila na de-ward this entire time. As the TP gonna come in, makita nila with the vision. As the Morphling waveform gonna come through. Carapace not gonna be able to protect him. As now, Pit going to land onto 2, but he's able to just Waning Rift himself away. As this silence gonna come through onto Keys. He's gonna get the taken down first and foremost as the Supernova will pop. They will be able to survive on that Phoenix, but how much longer can they? As Usagi jumps back in, the Dream Coil and not going to be able to land onto anybody as the stun gonna come through. Gikan sa DK, Lucy sucking the damage, said Gikan sa Razor. So he will be able to survive for now, just barely. Most of them on such low HP. As this DK waited for an opportunity, and oh, speaking of waiting for an opportunity, he just blinks right on top of Lucy. They didn't even have the vision anymore with the ward, and he just went in. Lucy gonna get tipped direkaron, and well, they even get the double as this Grimstroke as well as the Morphling going to die. Hala, oy. And now this top lane should get pushed in. Like, okay na ang tatotanaw nun. Like, nakapatay sila sa Underlord, nakapatay sila sa Nyx. Pero right now, garar sila, it seems. Still couldn't take the outpost, no? Okay, medyo 20 minutes na, layo na kayo. And man, you gotta wonder just when exactly is this Dragonite going to get a say tawagan eh, karang remodel.
Anime.
Ala, oy, tungod lagi sa anime, no? Like there have been some people complaining sa Reddit nga batay daw kuno kayong textures like ang iyahang now it's looking like not really that good. Some people have been complaining gwapo daw kuno kayo siya sa anime niya batay daw kuno kayo siya naong sa Dota mismo. So I'm wondering if Valve will listen to them and just change his face. Trying to turn him into a husbando for the people who just so happen to also like League. We'll see. Unsa na sa kay baton dire sa Volvo karon as buhat lang ni Sheer yung Dire. Hello, these siguro eh. As mo smoke sad sila. Tuskar already having the drums, so a lot of stats being provided, pero ang Phoenix is going to be able to break the smoke, and now nice Pit of Malice onto the 5 of them, allowing for the stun to come through Gikan Kankis as the Carapace is going to protect him for now, but he's still getting chased here by the Lycan. Meanwhile on the sidelines, JD is all alone, BKB being used though. Can they get the kill onto the DK? He's already down, as well as the Phoenix, as they also bring down the Razor with the right clicks. Uber desperately trying to get away. Oracle Bacolod, can they save the DK? No, he won't be able to, as this DK just taking too much damage. Agbayra na siya nahutdan og BKB, and the right clicks gikan sa Scrim, they're just going to be able to turn it around. They grab the tier 2 tower of their own, and well, 1k gold lead. Mura na tag nag back and forth ri pag-ayo, no? And now all of a sudden, Keys siya man on type position for this sa Midnight, but now he's just the poorest of the bunch as they focus their net worth onto this Phoenix. Speaking of which, no, what's na sa kay item there sa Phoenix right now? We'll check later. I see here, okay, mo uppercut na sa siya sa Roshan. Well, this should be a very quick and easy Roche with the summons that they have, as well as the tag team. And Lucy going to grab that Aegis. What's na item? Ay, what's na item sa Morphling din karon, no? SNY Lincolns. Okay. Bantog ra gamay ra kayo no duration ng mga disables dire karon. Okay. Hala, oy. Ralph Cedric, sino ba yung Grimstroke? Ba't ang lakas? Si Frankie YB na. And si Ahas Pamer Camino, Bobo na si Air. Hala, oy. Giawaya ng duha ka support sa Scream Esports. Hey, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys? Jeez. You're trash talking supports. Come on. Ay. Raciel. Nice one, baby. Hala, oy. Daghana day GF ni no ni say tawag ni si Air karon. Daghana kay mga mga fangirls ug fanboys. Ay. Na all na fans. So right now, of course, padayon na gihapon ang atuang pag-farm dre as the net worth has swung all the way around. This next assassin kay kinahanglan pa siya makuha og Ghost Scepter dire karon because my god, he's just being chased all over by this Lycan. Ay nako. He's luuyan mo eh. Kinahanglan pa siya giaway para sa bangko dire karon. As he is solely lacking money. I mean, fight recap. Like, ini ka sa. Oh, magkabasa. Angas naman ang task, parang task ko lang. Hala, oy. J. Diaresco. I mean... Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. So, saan pala galing yung saan pala galing yung script? Alright, fine. No future Tagalog. Yeah, that hurts. That's harsh. That's harsh. Oh, ouch. My heart. It hurts. So right now, Oracle just going to push. And well, I think there's just going to be trading here, no? Kind of no point in saying otherwise. There's fortification being used here by both teams, but I'm pretty sure with backdoor protection already going down, these two are just going to trade here. Even with the DK, Even with the dragon form up and available, they won't be able to out-push Team Scrim right now. So, yep. Smoke gonna come through. When they get any kills here, they'll see a courier, pero they won't fall for the bait. Mix Assassin, Vendetta going to try and scout here, maybe hoping to tank the gank, but he's went the other way around. And now, uh-oh, do they have vision here? Okay, they've got vision on their cliff, so they'll be able to get away scot-free as the TP is going to come through from all of midnight. So the pace of this game has slowed just a little bit. Neither team trying to outplay each other just yet. Neither team trying to go for like these big ganks. I mean, they did try on the side of Scrim, but they won't force it since they didn't see anybody just yet. As this puck, okay, they'll see the Razor. They're going to try and pick him off, but the BKB already being used by this guy, so he will be able to disengage. Nice ice shard block, but they won't chase. BKB already forced out from the Razor. I think that's the first usage, no? 10 seconds. Hey, no, 9 seconds remaining on the BKB timings. Razor, right? Yeah. Oh wait, wait na lang. Wait, when did he first use the BKB? I don't get it. What the heck? Ah, okay. Okay, so they will just back off for now on the side of midnight. As right now, this Morphling just going absolutely ham. There's nothing that can stop him. He's got the Lincolns available. And it doesn't seem like they can actually stop him even with the backdoor protection as the creeps are finally going to come through. They're just going to push and get as many towers as possible. Just going to get the net worth lead. 2K already for Scrim Esports, but how much more can they go for? Wait, I've always wondered sa taunt ni Morphling, what the hell does he turn to? What, I mean, like, yeah, he turns into like some elongated thing, but what the hell is that? Like, what the hell is that supposed to be? Huh? Seriously, what the hell is? What the hell is he even supposed to turn to? Like, what? A shotgun? Oh, okay. So it's a Morphling shotgun joke. And speaking of Morphling, uh-oh. He got picked off. Hala. His age has just expired, so probably didn't expect it. And now Roshan down for 3 minutes. As there's a little bit of a trash talk fight going on right now. Sa to ang chat, pero we won't mind that for now. We let them fight, just like Kong versus Godzilla. But right now, well, Seer just hiding with the Invis. And meanwhile, bottom lane, Lycan getting chased here, but he's going to be able to get away. They do not have the lockdown. Ay. They've got the Metamorphosis up and available, so mo disengage lang sa sila. Just a little bit of peace and calm as we meditate over what Scrim Esports can actually do within the next few minutes. No Morphling available in this 2K gold lead. Well, not really building or getting reduced anytime soon. Both teams just playing a little bit passive here. Eesh. We can see, I mean, I'm hoping that we can check what items this Grimstroke has right now. Like, maybe they could try for a smoke. Okay, they do not have it. As right now, okay, Uber gonna get used here. As the orb gonna come through from the puck. They will see the Phoenix, but they will not use the coil onto him. They might try to find juicier targets here, but this puck, I doubt he's gonna see anything. Doesn't even have the blink dagger just yet, as wave clear. They come through from Usagi. I love you, babe. I love you, baby ko si Usagi. Okay, Hasfer Camino. Wow. Ang dami naman palang mga boyfriend at girlfriend itong Scrim Esports, ah. Wow, sana all. Sana all, may kahit isang relationship man lang. Ay, nako. Masikat naman yung Dave na yan. Kala mo kung sino, low rank lang pala, pwe. Wow. Dave Bercibo, he's getting talked trash to. And now, ala. They gonna be able to find anything more? Usagi has the spider legs. Throws out the orb. Key's not gonna get the carapace off, but they do have the true sight with the minions. Pit being thrown out here by Oracle. Pero he's gonna stay safe for now. Shout out sa baby ko, David Jones de Haresco. Thank you for tuning in, Hahasfer Camino. So, shout out to David Jones de Haresco. Thank you for tuning in. Well, if you're tuning in, I hope you're tuning in. So, yes, I have Skadi on the Morphling already up and available, as well as the Sanjin Yasha. So, this guy is really tough to try and bring down. And now, okay, Pit actually going to land on the 2. They bring down Anathan first and foremost. This Tusk as well in a lot of trouble. He is eventually going to get taken down. However, the positioning is awkward here for Scrim Esports. They need to get the hell away as they walked up onto that high ground. It's just a little too awkward right now. Lucy going to try and escape. He has the waveform up and available in 1 second. Is he going to be able to make it? And he will be able to, as right now, TP going to be completed. They lack the vision for it, and they cannot chase, but they still lose 3 heroes on the side of Scrim Esports, only grabbing the poor Nyx. And even then, at this point, he just doesn't care about this life anymore. Mga papansin lang po yung mga haters ni C. Inggit lang kasi malakas GF ko. Wait, what? Kala ko ba GF ka ni Seer? What the heck? Babae ba yan sa Seer o hindi? Which is it? Ay, nako. So right now, a little bit of trash talk dito sa comments. Kinda reminds me of those days, no? Yung mga college trash talkan, as right now, Bacolod, okay, he's gonna get nuked off the face of the earth. And now JT might be next with the right clicks coming through from the Morphling. Do they have the auto attack damage? He's got a lot of armor, but still he's surrounded here as the blink gonna come through, as well as the waveform from Lucy. And they'll be able to bring the DK down. Can they chase for more? I quite frankly do not think so, as they'll most likely just try to push towers in with the metamorphosis that they have currently, as Anathan finally runs out of meta. But still, push coming through here from Anathan. They're just going to try and grab as much tower damage as possible. Lucy going to push in. Waveform not exactly going to dodge the fire spirits though, as stun coming through from the Nyx Assassin. Blink up onto the high ground from Seer. BKB already being forced here onto the Razor. Soulbind gonna come through, not latching onto anyone though, so he's not gonna be get stuck right now as they disengage on the side of Scrim Esports. Asawa ko yung pak, wag kang bobo. Hala eh. Alright. That's the way. Okay, Randall, Pantingo. Lol, buhat lang yung pak ni Tusk. Wag ka papansin. Wow, okay. There's a ton of trash talk going on in the comments. It feels like a goddamn war zone out there. So I hope the 15 viewers aren't distracted all that much by the trash talk. Or, you know what, actually, dili ko magbuot ninyo. I'm not going to tell you what to do, as you can join into the trash talk, as right now, they're just going to go on to this midnight as they catch 2 with the Dream Coil. Oracle Bacolod going to die once again. How many deaths has this guy already had? Like 5, 7, 1, 7, 7 each for these heroes, as right now buyback gonna come through from the Phoenix. They do not have the Underlord though, so they're lacking a massive wall, as now JT, nice stun. However, even nicer snowball save, going to buy time for the BKB to run out, as the Pit going to get thrown here onto the puck, but he has the spider leg, so he should be able to kite out, and he will indeed be able to escape with the haste that he has, as they just grab the racks really nilly. And now the Lycan is gonna get gone on here. The protection from the Lincoln's just a little bit too late, as Lucy going to have to waveform and TP away. He's going to be able to make his escape, as Grimstroke, I cannot say the same for you, my friend, as he's not going to be protected by the Glimmer Cape. Just a little too late, perhaps, as the buyback being forced from both heroes, and still they couldn't keep their racks alive. So excellent play from Midnight. I mean, from Midnight, not Midnight. I mean, from Scrim Esports right now. So even if they get a couple of kills, no, even if they get like 1.3k gold, still they lose the barracks, which is going to be very important right now. Like You'd think now with the DK and a Razor, they would push early on and take advantage of the mid-game spike that they had. But right now, they're just getting outplayed completely. It's looking absolutely tragic here. Morphling. Scotty, SNY, BKB up and available. Almost level 25 on this guy. Okay, so that's what he turns into, a shotgun. Okay, so it's a joke about E-Blade shotgun Morphling. All right. So I know if Morphling has a mount, does that mean he's riding shotgun? Okay, that was absolutely corny. But you know what isn't corny? This smoke coming in from Scream Esports. They want to try and get somebody. This is not a joke. They want to grab a kill. They want to murder somebody before going for another push. There are no more tier 2s left on the side of Midnight, so they want to grab a pick-off before the eventual Rax gets taken. Wala na'y buyback on the Underlord as well as the next assassin, as indeed they will see the Nyx once again. Carapace, a little bit of hesitation here. They're gonna throw out the stun, but Lucy, since he knows that there's no more Carapace, they can just easily go onto this Nyx. And now Key's going to die. Freedom though, well, I guess Eren is going to be free as he escapes certain death. Going to the bottom lane, this Razor going to continue farming, going to try and get as much net worth as possible for him right now. However, the rotation here from the Puck as well as Lucy, they're too damn fast. And now the right clicks coming through Eren. His power spike has long faded away as the tips are coming through. Scotty gonna get picked up by this Razor, but Razor late game against that Morph, against the Puck, just cannot man fight, cannot possibly man fight at all. These heroes are just too damn mobile. They can easily break the leashes. And now, 9k gold lead for Scrim. It looked really bad early on for them, but now they're just able to make a comeback in this game 1. As they're going to try and secure this tier 3. No more buyback on the next assassin, so it's going to be 8 painful seconds that he'll have to watch as his racks get taken away. And I think, honestly, they're just going to give this away. Razor, though, still down for 35. They might want to force a buyback here. I'm not sure. What's the plan going to be? Pit gets thrown out. Lucy, Atos gets blocked though by the Lincoln, so he'll still continue to just whack away at these towers. They're just shredding, they're just melting. They're looking like butter in a hot summer, as now the Dream Coil going to land only onto one. However, BKB being forced already onto the DK. Soul Bind being used here, gotta keep the DK as well as the Underlord together, and they just cannot do anything as this push coming through from Scrim Esports. Well, there's just too much to deal with right now. There's nothing that they can do. All racks taken. It's going to be Megas. And they do have a little bit of wave clear here with the DK as well as the Underlord. But they cannot deal